Oh, there we go. I forgot to do an audio check. There we go. Right, should be live. Everything seems to be running smoothly. Welcome to session 31 of Curse of Strahd, where our group have just encountered some vampire spawn in the coffin making shop, and they have the vampires have decided to flee the scene. So, should be a very interesting session today. Maybe a chase scene or two, maybe even three, and yeah, blood might be spilt today, so we'll see what happens depending on what the guys roll as always, because anything could happen, especially when a nat tier 20 exists. So, without further ado, I think everyone is ready, so I'm just going to transfer myself over to the scene straight away. Hopefully the new stuff works. And, yeah, right, let's go. Hopefully the new animation works. Oh, that seemed to have worked. Awesome stuff. Go. Mute myself on Discord.
The bones of St. Andral, we need to get them here, I think.
Hello, hello, hello.
We saw the magic. Is what my note was it for. We saw the magic.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me all good?
We're stopping by the blacksmith so I can pick up some armor.
Really?
We're going to have a roleplay shopping session.
I have very different notes from what happened last time.
Cool.
No, it's not.
It's going to take me 10 minutes to put it on. You guys are going to help.
No, we're not.
So, do we want to do a quick recap of what happened? Do you guys want to explain what happened whilst...
I've got 12 HP.
Yeah,
12 AC.
so I'll
And for
explain it
my
briefly to...
HP is the same as my AC. I feel like a wizard. Even then, saying that my wizard has more.
There we go. I've been muted the entire time on Discord. That's a whoopsie from me. Right.
Hello.
Hello. So I don't know how much you caught up with Sam. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off a session. It ended up with a bit of a climax last week. So, Sam, you entered this mindless state that Sterling tends to do every now and again. It's like his programming balks out. And, yeah, you finally come back to your senses. You see yourself outside in the street, wearing a very colourful attire, might I say. You're just flagging the townspeople to mind their business, all under control, being a figure of authority in a way. To stay away from the coffin makers. So, what you see is...
I thought they were kidding when they told me I was a traffic warden first thing.
Well, you may or may not have a new magic item on you at the moment. Oh, let's get this music down. This is a bit too intense.
Traffic warden of
Is it a +2 lollipop stick?
No, sadly not. No. So, the last thing you hear is you're hearing explosions from the first floor as various holes appear on the first floor, and you see...
Sorry about that one.
Yeah, you see figures burst out of this hole, heading in 3 different directions.
This way, please! This way, please!
So have they explained what your magic item does?
No, I didn't even know I had one.
Okay, so does anyone remember what I wrote down? I can't remember. I'll check my notes. I don't have it written down.
Stealth checks.
I think it's like a -20 to stealth checks.
Yes, I think that was it.
So basically, I think it was a vest of high visibility. Which, yeah, it is essentially a high-vis vest that once worn, you get -20 on all your stealth checks, I believe it was.
Basically, he was a rogue.
There is no upside.
No, there's no upside. You look fabulous and you look like a figure of authority. And that's about it. And you're very, very noticeable. So if you want someone to keep an eye on you and make sure you're okay, if you're on the vest, I'm sure people will spot you for miles. So you can break it in any way you want. So I'll pass the scene over to you guys. Rayla comes back to her senses as she had a little tumble.
Oh.
I need to wash my hands.
Wait, hold on, one sec. I cut out. I don't get any benefits from this high-vis vest. It gives me. It makes people listen to me.
Hey, to be fair, you've been trying to tank the whole time.
The benefit is it makes you very noticeable. Now, it's up to your creative mind to make use of that. However, if you are wearing it, you do get a -20 to your stealth check.
Oh, that's great. That goes perfectly with my disadvantage from wearing heavy armor.
Exactly, perfect. And this just slides on over the heavy armor as well. So it's a win-win, you know.
Makes you
like people in chat and saying, you're very, very visible. Yeah, highly visible.
Yeah, well,
And there may or may not be other items as well, which I have slightly forgotten because time constraints have made it really hard for me to do a recap of stuff this week. But anyway, I'll pass the stage on to yourselves. You find yourself on the first floor. And I believe the way I described it was three of these vampire spawns did flee the scene in 3 different directions, and they did see a lady walking down the street with a click-clack of high heels heading westward into Vallaki from your current position.
Flint's gonna help.
Shit.
Are any of them
we've got
running
a-
towards me? Because
They are not. They dashed out, and the moment you come to your senses is like this sudden burst of movement. Is like when you snap back to reality, kind of thing.
So
okay.
two,
Also, can I add the property to this high-vis jacket that it turns whatever weapon I'm holding into a lollipop stick? Functions exactly the same, but I'm now just holding a lollipop stick.
Certainly, but
Yes.
the instead of a stickman, you have a robot stickman.
2 notes. When we saw the 3 vampires escape running away, none of them headed. You said they all headed west.
No, they head in 3 different directions. The lady figure, the weird lady figure, that the clip clap with the high heels that drew your attention, she was the one heading west.
Did
But
any
you
of
can
them?
you could do a perception check to see which direction they were heading.
Yeah.
Auric slumping down, not facing outwards, so
an
I'm not
18.
going to bother.
Okay. So from your current position, which is here,
Mhm.
you notice one's heading north, one's heading east, and one is heading west.
Right.
Are
Right.
any of them? Are they all going down like main roads? Like, is it very clear that you can they're
That's
going
an
down
excellent
straight
question.
roads?
Excellent question, because I was about to say the one heading west is running through the streets. The one heading north is running across the rooftops, and the one to the east is heading through very narrow alleyways.
We got to get the bones back. We also got to get
Yes,
the.
to do that, I need to get a set of armor. Otherwise, I'm just going to be
It's gonna
killed.
take too long, isn't it?
Do we need to chase these guys down?
We have bigger concerns if we put
As
the
a
bones
matter of
back,
fact,
okay,
I am going to be implementing the chase mechanic. So you have the option to enter chase
Oh.
if you choose to do so.
Vicious or the lady?
Up to you. There's 4 different things you can do. The lady that was heading west is well ahead of you, though.
2 things that I would
I
like.
can catch
You
her.
need a
Can
monk of great speed to catch up with her.
Can I convert one of my 2nd level spell slots into sorcery points first?
You certainly can, yes.
And Yegov.
Yeah.
If you make it to the church, can you do what you need to do to make this place safe again?
I don't think I'd make it that far without a set of armor.
Well, no, but do you think that if you weren't, say, to be able to be seen, you'd be able to make it that far?
If we needed someone to go fast, there's much better people. I suggest we take Rayla
Well,
can do it
that's
much
you're
quicker.
a holy person. Does that matter?
I have no idea if that matters or not. Father Lucian should be able to help me with that, shouldn't he?
Right.
Yeah, I can take the bones to
I
the
have no
church,
way of knowing how to ordain or perform ceremony
or I can chase that bitch.
alone and die. Yeah, that's a great idea. Good job.
Anyway, let's head out of the orphanage.
Don't know if she's evil.
Head to the
She
orphanage.
just had a very
Okay,
commanding
going to the
presence, that's all.
How is it every time that I
As
start
screams
this
and
D&D,
fires start to
it's fucking
erupt around town
pandemonium
around
next to
you,
me?
as the
Flint's going to start heading out of the
bluish
building.
hue of the town turns to a slight orange tinge. Which is a bit
Flint's gonna
unfamiliar for you guys, considering how drab and grey everything's been.
Can I still see the woman? She's
She's starting to get out of eyesight. She's all the way. She's
Yeah,
like
Flint's
all the way
looking
down
out of the
here.
building.
I started to go
I'm-
around the bend,
I'm running out of the building.
run out
I'm
the building.
gonna
You
leave
bump
the
into
building,
Sterling
so-
in his high vis vest.
How
Sterling.
could you not see me here?
Sterling,
Yes. What did I miss? I think I malfunctioned a
Sterling,
little.
come with me.
Coming.
And I will head, head to this junction here
Got- Oh.
Yep, you head to that junction.
and look towards the orphanage.
Yep.
To see if a couple things. The vampires are headed north and east. Do they look like they're heading anywhere near the orphanage at the moment? And how safe does the orphanage look?
You can do a. Let's make a wisdom roll.
Yeah. Oh.
It looks like the one heading to the north is definitely heading in the direction of the orphanage.
Sterling? Cool.
Yes.
And Finn's going to start running to the orphanage.
I will come with because you said to follow, so I shall follow.
So am I correct in
We've
thinking
lost someone.
that... Oh, have we lost someone?
Debbie's gone.
Oh dear, okay. So basically what I'll do is, just to give you all time to figure out what you guys did. So am I correct in thinking that Flint and Sterling are going to be entering the chase scene versus the rooftop vampire? Is that correct?
Let me take the rooftop vampire alone. I can shoot that vampire off.
Yeah, Sterling doesn't really know what's going on except for the fact he's been told to follow Flint, so he follows Flint.
Well, I ran out of the building.
So I follow Flint. Because I was told to follow Flint, so I follow Flint.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Surfing. But yes, we can still see the vampire on the rooftops.
Can we see? You
Yes.
can't see any of the two vampires.
You can, yes. The other one heading west was heading down this street here.
Yep.
And the one heading east was heading down this street, but through the alleyways between these houses predominantly.
Oh yeah, I can.
So I can't shoot vampires from that are running through streets, but I can shoot the one on the rooftop. So I can take the rooftop one, or you
Only
can,
as long as they're in range.
Because it's elevated,
300
you would
300
have
feet.
to, because it's elevated, you would have to get on top of the rooftops yourself.
Yeah, I know. So if you guys want to take the rooftop one, that's fine, but that would be the one that I would prefer to go to.
Well, I think right now Flint and Sterling aren't here, so I think you're just talking to Diego of Auric and Rayla. Because Flint rushed out.
Right.
And
So where do you, we need to split up and search for these vampires.
I need to put the bones of St. Andral back, but to do that I need to save armor.
I don't mean to make things more difficult, but at this point Auric is slumping in and out of consciousness because he's taken a fucking beating.
I'm just gonna. Are we doing this in game space at the moment, or is this just discussion?
I'm allowing you guys to do a discussion mainly because Debbie DC'd, so it's giving you time to figure things out as well.
You would have seen Flint looks very tired, and tears are coming out of his.
One noticeable thing about Auric at the moment is, if anyone's paying attention to him, is you notice all his veins are like pulsating with like they're coming. They're just clearly showing on the skin. They're throbbing like deep, like black pulses. Necrotic magic is like seeping through his veins.
He got fucked up.
I mean, if I have the chance, I'm just going to pick him up and give him 10 HP.
How many chances
Something
do
I
you
can do.
Am I okay to add 10 HP?
I'll use my lay on hands, yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Just giving him some lay on hands HP.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So, I know Flint said to go with him. But do you guys think that's the best course of action, or do you think I'd be better off helping Yagov get the bones to back to the church?
As someone comes with me, I should be
To be fair, what will happen? I'm just like frozen the scene. So what can happen is, if that's what you decide to do, Yagov will be. Most of the guys will be running onto the street level anyway.
Yeah.
They're going to see you because you're very, very visible right now.
I mean, you can just say
See,
me and Sterling
useful
like
item, very useful.
Yeah, me and
So,
Sterling are at this junction now, so the moment they come up the orphanage, you can see us. If it...
Yeah, I probably would have like Sterling probably would have asked for a quick rundown of what he missed.
Sorry.
And like Flint would have spent.
I had a power cut.
No, Flint was
Alright.
How?
Yeah.
Everything working? Everything good?
Yeah, everything seems to be working now.
Perfect timing, huh?
As you proceed to see steam erupt from the computer.
It's crazy because I was actually just about to say, like, can I still see her? Rayla runs after the woman, right? And I was just going to run off no matter what anyone said.
Yeah, no, I was
And
going to
then
grab her. 'cause I knew
everything
that's what she was
just
gonna
like
do.
cut off. Like, no,
Bonus.
you will not do that.
Strahd
Wouldn't
lightning
give
strike
Sterling a
happens.
rundown. Flint would have just looked very tired and more panicked than you would have seen him at any other point. Since he
Fairs. So, I mean, do you think does Flint think it's the best idea that I come with him?
Well, you're
Probably-
there.
Flint doesn't know what to do right now. He's just wanting his
Flint
help.
just sees
He's
this one
panicked.
vampire. He's just going to try and deal with it. It doesn't.
Flint has got a conflict of interest
So,
occurring at the moment.
Just so I'm
Okay,
clear on this,
Only I can burn down.
it's looking like Flint and Sterling are heading one way, Rayla's heading another. Yegov needs someone to go with
What
him,
do you
and we've
mean
still
Rayla's
Yeah,
heading
so
I was going
another?
to grab Rayla and tell her to come with me.
I was gonna, yeah. So, if unless I get told otherwise, I will go. Unless I get told by someone otherwise, I will be going Flint.
No, I mean he rushed out. He was ahead.
Yeah.
Yes,
In character, there would be no reason for you to stop
and
there.
Rayla would also be
Yeah.
rushing ahead because she would have gone after the woman.
So
So,
I think Yegov grabbed her.
oh, okay.
The first thing I
power
was going
cut
to do is
grabs
because I know the moment I saw like looking out the window at the woman, it's like no.
We've got
Dex checks.
I couldn't
see,
call her.
see if you grab her.
It'd be interesting.
there are
No.
two.
Depends. Would
Grab
Rayla
me.
contest and try and slip away?
I mean, I would have done a strength check, and I mean, I could have put some pretty
Yeah, it would
harsh
be a
words towards
contested
it. I could
contested grapple check. Yeah, we'll do that one first before we decide what everyone's doing.
Okay, should we try that?
Acrobatics to
I'll do
avoid,
start.
right?
You can do an acrobatics to contest. Yes.
Oh dear.
Oh, she is gone.
Can I shout after her?
You certainly can. Yes.
I mean, I'm not going to shout because I'm in a house full of people, but I would yell after her. Rayla, what happened the last time you ran off?
I've got this.
Take two.
I'll
Yes,
shout as I run.
No,
But
I
can-
need you here now.
What did happen last time we ran off? I'm forgetting.
Oh, I died.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I'll do this. This is.
And I really don't want to use the command
They're an
spell.
able land.
Or it
Can
cannot help you.
stealth after her. I'll remain hidden. I can see where
We need-
she's going.
We need to get the bones back. Otherwise, everyone here pretty much dies.
Oh, fuck it. It's okay then.
She
I'll
says,
take the
dangling from a rooftop.
Yeah, she's like halfway through.
Like going outside the window. Ah, fuck it. In.
Fine.
We've got two other vampires to go after, guys. Sophia's gonna. If no one's gonna join Sophia, Sophia's gonna head to the roof of this building to try and spot where the other vampires have gone.
But they went northwest and east.
I don't think any of us can take off the main vampire alone.
I understand that, but you've got to get the bones back. We've got to go after two other vampires and the woman, and we've got.
I think
very
knowing
little
where
time.
the woman's heading to would be a good idea.
Also, if Flynn didn't mention
We
he was
know
going
where she's heading.
vampires, it's just running out.
Yeah,
You have a good
the girl's
inclination
vision
of where she's going now.
Oh,
is
okay.
going to the
Fine.
church. We need to beat her.
As players rather than characters, of course.
No, it's
Fine. I will grab the bones and run to the church then.
She goes down my pack. Okay. I look her in the eye like, do you honestly think you could beat her there?
Yes.
Got shiny new sword.
Best of luck. I'm gonna head to the
This
smithy
is
and
where I
armor
wish
up.
It was good with athletics.
If you guys could chase the vampires, I'll try and meet Rayla at the church.
Can I take a path to the church which involves assassin creeding across the rooftop?
You certainly can, yes.
So that
it
I
would
can try
actually
and get
be
there more
quicker if you were to pass your acrobatics checks to do so.
Yeah. Wish I hadn't
It's
rolled
totally
that
not
to
the
escape
fact. I
Yegor.
totally haven't included rooftop mechanics purely because I know certain individual has very high acrobatics to abuse it.
Yeah, me.
Wait, before anything happens, is
Yeah.
That's not great.
It's alright, we'll
Is-
hold on to that 22 for now. We'll hold on to that.
Okay.
Rayla's running out.
Debbie, add the bones to your inventory. Please don't die with them.
So Rayla, is she going out the window now?
Well, the way I'm going to explain it is, the way she's going to go is there's like a bar sticking out the side of the building where the sign is for the shop is hanging precariously. And the vision you see is that she's trapezing and swinging off this bar onto the nearby rooftop.
Well,
and also, before we go any further, in this time of stress and pressure, can Auric take us back to a time where he has been in similar dire situations?
Oh shit!
Or we have a flashback.
Oh god, he did that.
That is Anthony.
Okay. Time of dire pressure. How much do you want?
When all hope looked like it was lost.
So how am I explaining this? Just as the memory, or?
Yeah, it'll think of a funk transition happening, and Oryx reliving some memories in his head.
Okay.
Doesn't know if he's tripping from the necrotic magic still pulsing through his veins or not, but yeah.
It was a group decision. All right. So as he's fading in and out of consciousness, he, in his mind, a memory starts to form of the time where, he's getting dragged through a street, quite a narrow one, sandstone kind of floor, white buildings to each side. Flanking both sides of him, grappling both arms, are two guards. His clothes are ripped, the knees especially are ripped, and there's blood starting to pour out from the wounds. At this point, it would have been his changeling form, not the Auric that everyone sees. But he's shown people the changeling form before. He looks pretty, not beat up, but very rough. Very much like he's living on the streets. As he's getting dragged along, the two guards are muttering amongst themselves, talking about betrayal. I forgot the word for it. What's when you go against the crown?
Oh, court.
Treason.
Treason. That's the one. Betrayal, treason. Slight whispers. You don't get he doesn't hear the full thing, but it mentions prison, family. As he's being dragged along, pretty much done with life, given up, eyes pretty much closed. He suddenly hears two, I don't know if you guys heard that, but like two crossbow bolts. The sound of two crossbow bolts impact both guards, both sides of him. He falls to the floor, and both guards drop. And as he
vision goes black, right?
As he starts to pass out, he hears a voice, a female voice, say, "You're coming with us. You're part of the Craven family now." Fade to black.
And you fade to black, but your vision is like just brightly lit as a lay of hands connects on you. And we bring us back to the scene. Very well done, Ben. Excellent.
Oh, I had to improvise that.
Guess what you get as well as part of the 5k package.
Oh, what do I get?
You get an inspiration.
Oh, God bless. Thank you. Actually, might say
even more incentive for you guys to redeem them.
Yeah.
You redeem it for myself, quick.
You certainly can. You certainly can.
We're going downstairs, yeah.
How far?
Sorry. I thought we'll get that in there now because I don't think it'll be a good time during the.
No, that was really good. That made complete sense.
Exactly. Craig is hooked. He wants to know who these shady folk are now.
Oh, does he? Yeah. Oh, maybe you'll learn more with more redemptions.
How far away is the vampire on the roof?
Before we
I would say it's a full 80 feet ahead of you, but it's on the rooftops as well, so you would need to climb on the rooftops to make a chase.
There is something I need to do before this all kicks off, by the way, which
buy
is
armor.
I do need before that even. I'm not sure how much buying is going to be done as well, by the way. I need to go downstairs. I'm gonna free the carpenter from his manacles.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that what you're going to do?
Yeah, and then I'm going to give him his money that I've hid from the rest of the party. So you're going to be needing that.
Yeah. The only thing is, though, if you are going to be doing this action, you will be behind the group in the chasing if you do wish to chase.
I'm going to
It'll
spend
count
10
as an
minutes
action
putting
in
on
a chain of
armor.
events.
Literally 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes to put on armor.
Okay, so is it safe to say that Jaeger will not be partaking in the chase?
No, he'll be the reinforcements when we lose.
Okay, the heavy reinforcements, yeah. Okay, so we'll count Jaeger about the chase. What does the rest want to do? So
he's going to be the lone flame that survives this mess, and he'll...
Ironic.
yeah, he
he'll
walks
recruit
into like
the,
a burning building. You just see a green flame emitting from one of his scarred side of the face, and he wields a giant greatsword that is totally not Chad.
No, I've got the other greatsword.
Oh yeah,
So-
I
true.
think Sophia has Chad.
Real quick, what is Sophia doing if Jaeger's doing that?
I believe Joe was planning to get her on the rooftops as well.
I'm getting on the rooftops, but I'm not going after the ones that
You guys are
that
not. You're
Sterling
heading
and
north, aren't you?
Flint.
Sterling and Flint are going after. I'm having to go after the other two by myself.
No, Auric would have, real quick in that whole interaction, seeing what Jaeger was doing, would have seen where Sophia is and tried to follow along.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Really. So which
course it's
way do you
okay.
guys want to do?
Yeah.
So, we have Sterling and Flint on street level, wishing to make a chase to. I believe they're going after the north one. But we still have
Which is
the
the one on the
west
rooftop.
and east.
That's the
Yeah,
rooftop
the one on
one.
the rooftop. Yeah.
So I think
Shoot.
Sophia and Auric would have headed to the roof of the current building to try and scout where the other two went.
I'm going to follow your lead here, so whatever you want to do, Auric,
Sounds
follow.
good.
Okay, so if you guys are going up to the roof before making a decision to go east or west, we'll need an acrobatics or an athletics check from you guys to get up on the roof, and then we'll
Go.
start the chase, so to speak.
Joel, it's been
Auric's
fun.
gonna
I'm
dive.
going to bardic inspire myself before anything kicks off.
This is gonna
so
be horrible.
Acrobatics, huh? What is that? +1? Oh, +2! Hey!
Right, the two rolls I've done so far today were -1 and they've gone well. You'll be fine, guys.
Oh
Hey!
yes! Great start!
Oh
Great start!
my word!
This is like the
I haven't had a
Jasmine
chance to
and
check
Aladdin
if my
scene.
settings work, so let's have a look,
Trust
see if the
me.
animation works.
I was going to say,
Phenomenal
I was going to
start.
wish everyone good luck before they all ran off, but it doesn't appear everyone needs it.
Don't worry, I
Oh, very
will.
nice.
All
Yeah,
you
Sam-
see,
Sam, we're gonna sneak up
in
on
the
the
blink
vampire.
of an eye, you just see Sophia. She's already standing on the rooftop.
That
just
was
with
acrobatics, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. She's already up there. She's just got arms crossed, staring to the distance. You just see her giant, like, winter coat or cape. I don't know what it was. It was like wolf pelt cape, wasn't it? A cloak, yeah.
Bandana
It's just
flapping in the
Yeah,
billowing.
it was a cloak.
Yeah, it's just billowing, just looking very cinematic against the fairly strong breeze, and your hair's like going with the wind, and you just look very ominous, very intimidating on top of this rooftop as you make a decision. Also, you clearly see, you could from this position make chase east. However, making chase to the one running down the streets towards the marketplace would be very
Yeah.
difficult from this elevated position. Would have to make chase on the street level.
No, that's fine. I'm happy to go back down to the street level. My big question right now: are any of them in line of sight?
Yes.
Are any of them
The
less than
alley
100 meters away?
Ooh, not quite. No.
100 meters.
No, they're
first.
quick. Yeah, they're quick.
That's a tenth of a kilometre, though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Hey,
They are. That's
100
300
meters, 100
feet.
foot.
Can I
Yeah,
ask a
but
better
now-
question? And this is... how big is this whole place? What's a mile compared to a kilometre, out of curiosity?
There should be a gradient on
I mean,
the
1,000 feet,
bottom
look
there.
at that. 1,000 feet.
Oh yeah, true.
300 feet.
It'll be like
So
they're
it's
like
350,
500 feet away.
300 feet.
Yeah, they're about 500 feet away at most.
All right, so I can't take a shot, which is fine.
You will need to
okay.
gain some ground against it at the very least.
Okay. All right.
It's a very
Or-
handy scale all of a sudden.
Did Auric made it up to the roof as well?
super like
He did,
majestically,
yes.
or it's like
You can't, no, it looks okay. You're actually like fairly nimble going up there. It's just you're flabbergasted that the lady in high heels is just there, looking ominous, well before you, and you have no idea where she climbed up because you're pretty sure you climbed up in the same spot.
How did you even get up here so fast?
Magic, my friend, magic.
All right, where are we going?
Do we want to stay together or do we want to split up?
I'm with you.
We need to choose. It looks like. Do we see Yegov and Sterling like book it north, basically?
You can clearly
Sterling.
you can clearly see. Let's just say you can see Sterling from at least, I would say, 1,000 feet if you have direct line of sight to.
Like, even if Sterling's all the way at the top of the map, you'd still be able to see.
Yes.
Is that a
Oh no,
fire?
1,000
No,
feet's
it's
not
Sterling.
that big. There's a scale at the bottom there if you need it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like a quarter of the town away. You could still see him. Yeah.
So
It's very helpful
so
so much.
Sophia knows that they've booked it that way. So it's
Yeah,
basically
they're already heading north. Yeah.
Sophia's going to point to both of the directions that we need to go in for the two vampires to say that's where the escapes are.
Where do you think we should go? I'll be honest, I'm not really with it right now. You may need to take lead.
Yeah, I was going to ask how are you doing?
Not good, but I can fight.
All right. Max, the
Yes.
rooftop one. How far away is the rooftop one?
The rooftop one is only, I would say about 100 feet at most.
So I could take a shot at the rooftop one before we
You
move, right?
could, but there's various different cover in the way. There's chimney stacks and the like, so it would be a difficult shot with how quick this creature is moving.
The fact is, if I take that shot and it drops to the floor, it's easier for Yegov and Flint to take that. Yegov and Sterling.
Exactly. You
Flint
could
and
say
Sterling.
it would be
Flint and
one.
Take that shot.
I have a hex-based system on my end, so depending what happens and what you guys try to do, it will close a distance. So on my hex grid, that vampire is 2 hexes away from you, whilst the other 2 are 3 hexes away.
All right.
That makes
So I'm
sense.
I'm gonna shoot that one down, and then we're going that way and pointing west.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and take a shot, an Eldritch Blast
Right.
shot at
Okay.
the vampire going north.
So this is a tricky shot. So it is going to be with disadvantage,
No worries.
but you certainly can take a shot. Yes.
Is it KL1 nowadays?
KL is the
Disadvantage.
lowest. Yes.
Keep lowest, yeah.
Keep lowest one plus 7.
You got this.
All right.
Has Ben saying it?
25.
You definitely got.
No, that's
Oh,
not right. No, that's
No,
one.
no, that's your first
One.
one. Do it one more time, and then we can see the other one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you
The
got
next one's a 19, it's
20.
fine.
The lowest one.
that's not right.
Oh,
Sorry.
Close.
176 hit.
Is that a crit? Check that as a crit.
225.
Sophia, you
Oh
hit
my
space.
word! So you
Strahd.
I'll
Alright,
take the
just
225s.
You just see this
Wow.
pulsing energy just in her hand, just ready. Usually it just flies throughout, but she's holding back as you see her hand to slowly go from left to right as it tracks the movement of this creature. Next thing you know, there's an impact, and all the tiles that you're currently standing on this rooftop all just shake and moan at the force coming off her. And you just see this projectile just whiz by. It makes like a little fire noise, like a firework noise. And you just hear it just cleanly just hit this creature in the back, and it just tumbles and crashes onto the street level.
Do you want me
How far
to
away was
roll
this, sorry?
100 feet?
Oh, seeing that, can I also do that?
Oh yes, you can. Yep.
If you
You
miss,
roll
you get a
damage,
bit-
roll
Just before, do you want me to roll damage?
Yeah,
Yeah, just roll
go
damage,
ahead. Sorry, I didn't.
No, it's okay.
My brain is not with it right now.
I get more than one beam, don't I? I get 2 beams because we're level 5?
I think you may
What
need
was
to
it?
roll for each individual beam.
Yeah.
Check that.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, it would be
Didn't
more
realise we had an
disadvantage rolls if you
artillery
want the other
battery set up.
Oh yeah.
Right, so
Warlocks.
let me roll my damage for the first beam, and then I can work out what to do after.
I'm just gonna gun this guy down before he gets anywhere.
I hope so.
You're just holding like an invisible sniper rifle. Just the way you're pointing your hands, it's just let fly
It's like
an
between 2
arrow.
of her fingers. She's got like a
Oh yeah,
crosshair.
it's like a longbow stance. You just see
Yeah,
it.
it's good
so
damage.
that takes 10 damage there, but I have to
Yeah.
roll another disadvantage
Yes, if you want the second beam to also collide. If you want 2 Eldritch Blast
Yeah, yeah.
arrows to sling from
I'm
your
not
hand
gonna.
towards it.
It can't hit anything else. So,
No.
15 to hit.
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
Alright, no worries. Cool.
That one
It
just
fell off at
impact.
the first one. I didn't
Yeah,
react to where
the way I'll
was.
explain it is like you're holding like a longbow position with both your right hand in
makes
position.
perfect
Like
sense
this.
to me.
You fire one arrow as you track it. It just about clips the chimney stack, and you just ever so slightly, and the second one just hits it square in the chest.
That makes
I
perfect
have a
sense to me.
feeling this is going to be a natural one. So, Auric, seeing Sophia do it, is like, okay.
What is he doing though?
He's doing the Sylvan Strike that we mentioned. Pretty much the same thing as she did.
Similar force of energy,
not
but green and leafy looking.
Yeah, comes
also
out of his right hand
flies,
with a
but
vine tattoo.
it just collides into the rooftop of a
I've gotta do
house.
that
You just see
twice.
it start caving in.
We'll destroy
Sorry,
that poor person's roof.
Getting used to it.
sorry, another one. Oh fuck!
Oh,
Oh.
no!
I knew it. I called it.
He did actually, to be fair. If only you
Oh,
were playing your
man,
other
man,
character.
He's the only person who's going to die today.
But-
it's the guy whose
but-
roof kicked him.
But I think we sort of aligned our shots together. We were sort of. You see the Power Rangers when they're shooting their guns at the same time at the enemy. This is exactly what me and Auric are doing right now. Is we see
Sadly.
Yegov and Sterling going one way. We spot the vampire. Both look, both shoot, and then head off in the west direction.
Nathan, do you want to pick me up some heavy
way I'm
armor
gonna
and I'll
word
go
it-
with Sterling?
The way I'm going to word it is because it is a nat one and you're on top of a rooftop and I have some stuff written down for this. So what happens is the first bolt fires at the same time as Sophia's one, but because the second one is just so highly charged when you adjust, and I mentioned the roof tiles was creaking and sliding and getting loose. I'm going to say when Oryx shoots his second bolt, is the tile underneath his feet gives way, and he's going to start crashing down to the street level unless he makes a
Can I-
dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit! Can I help? Can I do something? Can I try and put my hand out?
Because this is in response to your incredibly impactful Eldritch Blast. It's going to be a case it's happening at the same time kind of thing.
Shit.
It's like blowback, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's gonna die
How
from
far is this?
damage.
Also, with the damage, because you
Well, we're
did
on-
crit.
We're sort
It
of
was a
second
crit, wasn't
story
it?
up.
Oh no, it was just 2 really high ones. The climbing was the crit.
Yeah, the climb was a crit.
How far up is this building, roughly?
So you are
You're
on
on-
the second story, so it's going to
Yeah, we're
be a
second
20-foot drop.
Okay, I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration dice for this.
Certainly, most certainly.
What am I doing?
You know you
Acrobatics.
have straight up
Dex.
inspiration.
I
Dex
do.
saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Yeah.
Oh, Dex
To be
save.
fair,
Oh, that's
As you
that's
try to
better.
clutch onto the guttering.
Or
In fact,
me.
It's a
Or me.
D6 per 10 feet, isn't it? So if
This
two
could be
sixes
decent.
rolled, it could kill.
1d20 plus
Could kill, yeah.
4
Could kill.
plus-
Unlikely.
What a
but
way
good.
to go. 1d20 plus 4 plus 1d6. Come on, please. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
You grab on, but you would have to use the rest of your movement to get back up on top of the rooftops.
Are you trying to get down?
We're about to go down anyway.
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah,
climb down.
not
anyway?
that fast.
You can scale down from this position. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll nimbly do that. Alright.
I look to my left and notice nothing's there, and I'm like, Auric?
Well, you would have heard shit, fuck.
You just hear this like impactful like. The next thing you just hear it's like fuck. It's like plummeting off the rooftop behind
Oryx,
you.
like normally quiet, reserved, and composed fellow. This is just one of the best things I've seen.
Is there a way I can scale the
time,
building very
guys.
quickly?
Well, the thing
Yeah,
is,
right.
because you did get the nat 20 on climbing up, what's stopping you from climbing down? That's efficiency. So Oryx's going to make a acrobatics check to climb down for me, but what's going to happen is you're going to be on the ground floor before he is, mysteriously again.
God's sake. Acrobatics check.
I love building characters during campaigns. It's like
There
Sophia,
we go. Cool.
Queen Sophia, Regent, Master of
Lady
Scaling
Sophia,
Buildings.
yes.
Lady Sophia, Regent, Master of Scaling Buildings.
It's no breaker of chains, but it'll do.
Breaker.
Breaker of doors.
Oryx.
Breaker of doors. There we go.
Tile surfer.
That's an 18
Yeah,
still,
you-
though.
Yeah, you climb down. It's very agile. You do a little backflip at the end, but when you land, it's strike like a T pose and like ta-da kind of gymnastic thing. You just see Sophia's
Sophia's
clapping there
T-posing on
already.
you. Jeez.
Sophia's
She's
got
on
a
your
little
shoulders.
Clap, but she's already down there.
She's already
and I
down there,
think-
start clapping.
I think with that puts me and Auric into the chase.
So
Yeah, let's go.
You're on
Is-
round level. You are next to both Sterling. Well, you're one hex behind Sterling and Flint in that case.
Is there a visual we can see of this, or is there not a visual you've got?
See the one heading east? This duck.
Oh, sorry. I
corner?
mean of the hexes.
Oh, hexes. No, it's
Is
just
there a
all my
representation
end.
of the chase
Yeah,
that we can look at?
yeah. It's more that I'm keeping track of my end because I didn't know how a good way to display it that would make
Sure.
sense. Essentially,
So
it makes sense in my brain that like chase mechanics are kind of iffy at the best of times. So I had to like pull a lot of like homebrew resources to try and make it interesting for you guys.
No worries. All good. I just wanted to check.
Otherwise, you'd be like, I roll for dexterity. I would like to roll again and get a point of exhaustion. It's like it's just rolling every turn and just not interested.
Sterling running towards his vampire will see.
Yeah,
Stream
you're making chase of this northern vampire. You just hear an incredibly massive as you see it impact this
Like a
beast,
volley of
and
guns.
it starts tumbling. You see like one rooftop just cave in out of nowhere, and in the distance behind you hear fuck. And
That's I'm running to the vampire that fell on the floor.
yeah, you guys are making chase. So you are one hex behind. So what would you guys like to do?
How far away is one hex in terms of
So
feet?
what you can do in this position is you can run, and you will be in the same position next turn, and you can potentially make a grapple, or do melee-based stuff, or in your current position you can do range stuff.
How far away are we from like the entrance to the orphanage at the moment?
It is, I would say, very close. I would say 150, 200 feet. Maybe 250 at a push.
It's within 60 feet of me at this moment, the vampire.
I would say yes, because it is within dash range.
Okay, can I cast Phantasmal Force on the vampire?
Certainly can, yes.
Which is a DC 15 intelligence. For it.
Get these. What was the DC?
15 and intelligence.
Okay.
Can I do this?
It fails.
So, excellent. So what I want it to believe is happening to it is that sure, it fell off the building.
Yes.
Is it prone on the floor, or is it just?
It's just getting to the position to get up and start running again.
So the illusion it's going to see, it's going to rationalize. A lot of the rubble from the roof is now falling on top of it, and it's pinning it down, and it's just far too heavy for it to lift up.
You just see it crawling and struggling, trying to get away from this immense weight on its back.
Yes, yes. And then somehow it's also going to see that itself and the rubble is set alight and it's burning. But it can't escape.
Blood curdling screams happen as it panics and claws at its flesh.
And then tell Sterling to kill it and gonna keep running towards it. But as close, not like in melee range of it, but like 10.
You'll be 30 feet away if you just use your full movement.
And yeah, so I'll roll damage for it, I suppose. Which is
Wait, so are they pinned down?
They are prone now, yeah, and under the effects of Phantasmal Force.
Yes, it's
what
1
does Phantasmal
point of
Force do,
psychic
sorry?
damage. It's an illusion. Well, that they perceive an illusion. It takes root in their mind, and I'll read it out for you. The target makes a save. Actually, sorry, Max. I didn't notice this, and this is my bad for not reading it, but it makes sense for this panicked. Max, these, I imagine, are undead, are they not?
They are indeed undead, yep.
It says this spell has no effect on undead or constructs. I didn't read that, But so
that's a very interesting point. I appreciate you being honest about it. So have an inspiration.
Oh, nice. If it's panicked, he didn't know it wasn't going to work. It's fine. But I still
does it do no damage, or does the
it wouldn't have taken effect at all.
Oh,
the damage only comes from them. Like for them, they would have felt like they're on fire.
So they're not susceptible to the illusion at all.
No. So yeah, they would have thought they were like taking fire damage, but in reality it's psychic. But yeah, that's.
Well, I guess the next
I'm
thing to do is...
gonna say it's so like imbued with this like blood frenzy. Like it's just looking for the nearest prey. Basically, it doesn't really pay attention to the illusion. So you try throw in front of it. It's like
I'm still going to try
over.
I'm still going to tell Sterling to kill it and get like 30 feet to it.
Yep.
I suppose the next best thing to do, Nathan, is to shoot fire at it.
How many of the vampires are like? Can I see?
One, which is 60 feet in front of you.
60 feet in front of me. In that case, I shall cast Hold Person on it.
Oh, you certainly can.
So it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I'll be back in a moment because.
Oh, my bad rolls continue. I'm guessing that's a fail.
What did you roll? Sorry.
An 11.
14 is the DC, so it fails and it is paralyzed.
Can't because I have them printed out. Yeah, he is paralyzed.
And then I will run as close to it as I can now. I assume that's...
You're within 30 feet of it now, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do a dash and take a point of exhaustion.
No, I shall pass on the point of exhaustion. Exhaustion.
You sure? It's only exhaustion. I mean, not that bad.
It's tempting. It's tempting. Like as tempting as it is, I might pass this time.
Okay.
Wait, what's up?
Right, so we'll end the northern chase scene there. What we'll do next is we'll do Rayla next. So Rayla's on the rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
What's she going to do?
She is trying to make.
First of all, I need. Can I get you a perception check from you real quick? Sorry. You saw Auric fall.
Fuck you!
That's exactly what Rayla does as she's running. Right. She.
Enjoy the little things.
You fooled
Chaos.
Ben, I didn't see it.
She is, you know, like when you're playing Assassin's Creed and you need to get to your next quest, and you're just going
parkour.
as directly there as you can, using whatever is in your way. She's trying to do that.
So, are you heading towards the church then?
Heading towards the church, most direct route. Jumping between rooftops if needed, and yeah.
Right, you are going to have to clear the gap in the road. So I'm going to make you do an acrobatics check to see if you can do a leap of faith across this gap onto the next set of rooftops. Oh no! Oh no!
Does anyone help?
Does anyone want to use
Take my
inspiration?
this is actually very important.
Abby,
Take it.
do you not have your own inspiration?
Oh shit! Yeah, I have inspiration.
I'm keeping my inspiration then.
Yeah, can I use
Use
my
your own.
inspiration so I can
You
roll
certainly
again?
can,
Right?
yes. You certainly can.
That's a weird dice roll.
Yeah, that was. Dice hate me today.
It's a little bit better though.
You nail it and you run across the rooftops and you get 1 hex up to them. I'm guessing you want to do a dash action to chase them down, right? Because the heading towards the church is quite a distance away, so you're a fair couple of hexes away.
Yeah. So
Right.
where am I then now? So I'm not on
you just
rooftops
jumped over.
anymore.
You just jumped over to this bit here. You had to cross this street. And basically, the most direct way is going this way, essentially.
Okay.
I can never remember when my ruler thing is.
Yeah, so
Underneath
whatever
the
I
magnifying
need
glass.
to be running and jumping and leaping my way there.
You're
I
currently
wanna do
here.
that.
Your direct route's gonna be like that.
Max, can I wind back a bit and do
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, you certainly can. Yeah.
This is going to be quite weird. Can I cast Hunter's Mark on Rayla?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Red arrow pulsing above Rayla. She's going.
I see what you're doing.
You have to keep aware of where you are.
So I can basically have advantage on perception and survival to find you.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Nice thinking.
Yeah,
And you also die.
That's
You're
smart.
gonna find her corpse later on, real well.
And I will. That is a first level spell slot. Yeesh, I've only got one of those smoke slots left.
Eesh. Paladin problems, right?
That's fine. I can use my channel divinity to get more back. Thank you, Tasha.
Exactly. Thank you, Tasha's indeed. Clerics also get
Praise
that, which is really fun.
Yeah, more slots.
Means knowledge clerics can actually be useful now, because why use that channel of divinity when you could just get more spell slots? Anyway, right. So what we'll do then is Yego's doing the manacles on doing Hunter's Mark and doing the manacles on I can't remember his name now. I've got it written down. Oh,
It was
Vanda something, yeah.
Vandervoort, I believe.
Vandervoort.
Vandervoort, yep.
Henrik, there we go. Henrik
Vandervoort.
So that'll be.
Yes, I'm going to undo his manacles, and I'm going to hand him the money that I hid from the rest of the party.
Okay, that will be your turn in the chase scene in a way. So next we go back to the top, which is I believe Sophia and Auric.
Oh shit! Already? Mm-hmm. Lead the way.
Fast pace. How rare for us.
Yeah. Joel, you here?
I am here.
Alright, beckons you to
Who
lead the way.
wants to take points, because these are very narrow alleyways.
Yeah, so we need to try and catch up to this the west-going vampire.
West or east? Which way are you heading?
We are
East
going
is
west.
the alleyways. West is going through the main populace to the town centre.
And the church is in which direction?
West.
Let's go east then.
Okay.
We got to head west anyway.
the
We're going to meet them back at the church at some point, aren't we? So
That's the alleyway section. So who's taking point? Because you will have to be one person in front of the other.
it's going to be me. It seems that Auric is too weak at the moment to
He's having a bad time.
to make decisions. So
Yeah, he's not having a good time.
Hey, if
at
you
all.
get bitten by a vampire, see how you do.
His veins are pulsing black, y'all.
He did get
Scary
burned.
shit.
Sven looks even more tired as well. He's not hurt. He looks very tired now, Sterling, as well. Tears are drying up a little bit though, because he's been running.
So as you guys are dashing through the alleyway, taking a sharp left to a sharp right, following the trail of blood from this already hurt vampire from the previous fight, you do run by a corpse that has these gouging claw marks on the chest. Seemed like the vampire got to someone there was just by sheer being unlucky ran across this vampire on its way. But as you turn the sharp corner, you see some crates are falling towards you. I will need both of you to do dexterity saving throws to see if you parkour over these crates.
Fuck off. Can Auric not do anything cool looking? Can he just try and move out of the way? He's not an athletic guy.
Well, because you're going second, your DC is actually lower.
Hey!
You have more time
I'll go
to see it
first
coming.
then.
Yeah, after you, Joe.
14.
Okay, 14 is a pass. Just
Oh,
about,
boy.
by the way. DC is 14.
Oh, good.
Auric takes a tumble.
Oh no.
Again, that's real
He's
good.
not having a good day.
Should have stayed in the fucking house. Do I take any damage?
Do I
you do not
notice that
take
Auric
any
takes a
damage.
tumble?
What's your passive perception?
It is 15.
14.
14. You do see him tumble, yeah. So you have a choice now. Sophia can continue pursuit and gain 1 hex on this creature, or you can give up the progress you made to help Auric back.
Go, I'll catch up.
Alright, that's the call that's been made. I'm gonna keep going then, aren't I?
Okay. We transition over to Flint and Sterling, the unlikeliest of duos.
No, the I think the most unlikely would be Sterling and Sophia.
Nah, you have a special bond. That works. You see the comedy relief there. Because both of you guys are just notoriously quiet and awkward in social environments.
What do you mean? I'm perfect in social environments. Speaking of, the vampire is like still it's like trying to get up, but it's like
it's just on its knees, just fighting against what looks like just like invisible ropes. It's just like its arms are just firmly like crunched against his torso. And he's squirming and screaming.
Is this the one that I paralyzed?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
oh well,
it's paralyzed. It's not doing anything of the sort.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. It's just fighting and struggling against it.
And it knows the illusion isn't real, but I imagine it's still panicking a little bit. The wires.
Oh, it's just screaming and everything. It's like blood curdling scream.
If it can't move, can my response to if I'm like 30?
It can't speak. It's like it's a silent scream then. Sorry, I just read the card again. I didn't realize it can't speak. All I wanted to do was to scream and build up the ambience. Yeah, I tried. It didn't pass.
Oh, okay, fine. I didn't notice the roll.
So it's Flint within 30 feet roll. It's Empire Sport.
GM roll, yep. What did you say, sorry?
It's Flint's within 30 feet of it.
30 feet, yes. The creature automatically fails all strength and dexterity throws, and attack rolls against the creature have advantage. And any attacks within 5 feet of it is an auto crit on a hit.
Well, yeah, but it's also heading towards the orphanage, and Flint wasn't happy about that, so I would like to run next to the vampire.
Yep.
And
this is where you pull out a wooden stake. It does instant crit it with a stake, right?
No. Get into melee range.
There are rules for creatures which are helpless.
Yep.
Well, doesn't.
I've got them ready here.
If you look up the paralyzed status effect, it should tell you.
Yeah, I've got the card in front of me. Yeah, I've got everything in front of me ready.
He's prepared. He knew what we were doing.
Yeah. I'm used to shenanigans. I like to call person myself on command, so I know the shenanigans you can do.
I'm gonna grab both of the. Yeah, we'll grab both of the vampire. Well, Flint will put his hands on the vampire spawn's chest and cast Shocking Grasp.
Oh, would you like to roll to hit?
Right. Yes.
You have advantage on the hit. Yep, it's a melee attack, so you get advantage to hit. And if it hits, you auto crit.
I think.
You still have to get through its natural thick skin to deal it damage.
No, I don't think I do.
Ooh.
12 doesn't make it, I don't think.
12 does not make it, no. You can feel it pulsing against his chest, but you feel like your bolts of energy just cannot pierce like the thick skin. It's like rubbery and greasy skin. It's horrible. It's like slightly resistant.
Well, until something changes, I'm just gonna keep trying. But
he's gonna defibrillate it to death.
Yep.
Max.
It was like that around its neck.
What's the Orcish mace? A +1 or +2 weapon?
Oh, +2. It's just if you kill this thing, you're literally swinging towards Flint afterwards.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep saying kill. By kill, I mean unconscious or down state. I keep saying kill because it's just autopilot. It's just easy to say.
In combat.
Yeah.
Flint looks more frantic than anything at the moment. To Sterling.
Okay. Yeah, I will run at it and smack it around the face with the mace.
The mace of Orcus?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. So, make a weapon attack. So you just see Sterling just barreling towards you, Flint, and he comes up with this nasty-looking serrated lollipop stick that just looks menacing.
Oh, we were
and slams his lollipop stick hard onto the ground.
We both love this. We should never team up against.
The AC is 15, by the way, if that helps.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
There's the most slippery,
So we got the
paralyzed creature
Avengers.
I've ever seen.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
this is like Ant-Man and God knows who are freaking teaming up here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's thunderstorming, the weather's bad, and like there's rain kicking everywhere.
And the
It's
vampire is paralyzed, so they have no excuse.
No, not really, no.
Well, at least I hit the attack. Technically, I didn't miss. It's just it's
Resistance.
Or maybe
I am
what could happen is
concentrating on the spell. Leave me alone.
or it could be my shocking grasp made the vampire twitch for a moment.
Oh yeah, he
Which might-
spasmed. Yeah, the arm
Yeah,
spasmed. They
it's
just narrowly glances it. Yeah.
I think that was a critical effect in 2.5, by the way. Having their limbs spasm.
Yeah. The camera pans over to the rooftops heading west. As we see Rayla, it's just like Naruto ninja running across the rooftops. Now I'm going to give you an opportunity. Would you like to do anything that would assist you in traversing the rooftops? Do you have any means to help you? Any grappling hooks? Any ropes you want to use? Or anything like that? Any climbing gear? Anything you have, if you give me a reason of how it would help, then I can give you certain bonuses.
Should have given her my grapple.
Okay. Where am I right now? Did you say then?
You are on these batches of rooftops right here. So here.
Okay, so to kind of get from like here or something to like over here, this kind of bit of a gap,
Yeah.
or maybe that gap, any gap that this seems possible. I have got my crossbow. Can I tie? And I do have rope.
Well, if you have a crossbow on you, you can make a perception check.
Ooh.
Crossbow's got a telescopic sight on it.
Oh, okay, 13. So the DC there was 12, so that's good. In the street below you, right here, one of the vampires feasting on a body of a small lady by the looks of it.
It's a potion.
As you see various townspeople from the town's market, because the town's market is still up at this point in time. Everyone's just screaming, running, there's children crying, and it's just panic, sheer panic in this area, because it's the most busy part of town, because everyone's getting ready for the festival, of course.
Do I shoot the vampire, or do I was planning on using my crossbow to send some rope over so I could Tarzan swing it.
I mean, you can do either.
Either.
Damage for the damage, chat. Stop.
Fine. You said children screaming anyway, so as much as Debbie wants to, swing across the rooftops,
Yeah.
Rayla
Next to this corpse of a lady, you do see a small child just crying, yelling, "Mummy, mummy."
Okay, Rayla, shoot
It makes
Shoot
it
the
easier for you.
child.
I'll give you the gentle nudge.
You shoot the child because it doesn't want to live with us.
Also, she
put it out
said
as Mrs. Just kill the child.
crossbows
Her bag vibrate
were
angrily.
Craig said to
said
say,
they were
"Kill
a
the
coward's
child."
weapon, but I guess,
Felix is going to get a new friend. with this
They
new
will
child.
cowards.
To be fair, this is like a desperate situation. I think you're allowed to break a code of ethics this point in time. 15
What
hits.
code of ethics?
that was so good.
She doesn't kill by rage. She has to see the white of their eyes when Rayla kills them.
No,
She's
that's not code of ethics.
It's just like a
She has
thieves
no
code kind of
ethics.
thing.
Does that hit?
That certainly does. Yes, 15 hits.
Cool.
He's showing the guys fighting the guy who's effectively got AC of 0.
Can I use my sneak attack? Because I would argue he has no idea.
I would say he has no idea. It's feasting. You even get the assassinate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, so I can roll again because I have advantage. Let's see
Yeah.
if I can get the 20.
I mean, it's Rayla. She will get the 20.
Oh,
my God, I'm
two
so
times!
close. He
Two
rolled off
times
it.
it teetered on it.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
teasing
You
me.
definitely hit.
You're teasing me. You're teasing me, vampire. Oh.
Dotty, you teasing me?
I love it.
Okay, so that is...
Kill the kid. Fuck.
Oh,
messed up.
big damage. Okay. Yeah, he screams out in pain, lets the corpse go. I just looks at you and starts bolting into the streets, knocking over stalls and various people whilst running away from you.
Can I use my movement to keep running towards the church now?
You certainly can, yeah. It's the same direction, so you can, yeah.
And my bonus action to dash as well.
Let me do a
need to do
little
any more
roll on my physical dice here real
acrobatics?
quick to see if an obstacle comes up.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I need a dex saving throw as you leap onto a rooftop and a tile slides off the roof.
Hear Auric from across the city like, yeah, I feel that.
As he gets up.
It was very close to the one of my tables where you just fall through the roof.
Oh god.
Nailed it.
Sounds like it's
You slide a little bit, but you regain your footing immediately. You're
Rides it down.
still keeping
Uses
pace.
momentum.
Rayla laughs again, remembering how Auric fell.
God
And how that could have been her. But it's not, because she's badass.
Auric isn't. Auric
Let me
is
pan
not.
over to Yegov, I suppose. What is Yegov doing? You're hearing
Yegov
the various fires are erupting around the town. The bells, the town bells are ringing, screams, and it's just chaos in this town.
Right, let's add to it. I'm going to draw my sword and shield and run towards the smithy.
Well, the smithy is in the town market, so you are
Yes,
going to
it
head
is.
this way. So it will take
Yep.
you, I would say, if you're doing dash twice, I would say
Yep.
that would be 2 turns to get into the smithy.
Yep.
Okay, you make your way
That's
down.
fine by me.
You see Rayla in the distance, just launching an arrow into the darkness.
I raise an
Yeah,
eyebrow,
like
but
a
I'm not
scream.
too perturbed. 'Cause
You
Rayla
see a
doesn't
dead
use
woman
crossbow.
as you.
Adam, did you say
Yep.
you're probably gonna dash?
Yeah.
Does that give you exhaustion?
Dash is fine. Pushing beyond the limits or dashing several turns in a row causes exhaustion.
Oh, okay, fine.
Can I just say, this is such an awesome mental image of what's going on right now. Not Auric,
Oh,
the rest of
yeah,
you.
that's the hope, anyway.
Rayla's doing flips and shit.
That's not true. That's not true. You're under a set of boxes.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry
Covered
for
in
thinking
mud
it right
yet
now.
again.
You
Mud
Auric
and
spent your life
blood
on
of a dead
boxes.
lady, yeah.
I really do.
On to the next
It's like,
person.
I'm just imagining it like comic book panels, just various different scenes all happening at the same time, like Ocean's 11 style.
It's like you get a really in-depth, really detailed drawing. Rayla standing on a rooftop sending out bolts. Then you get a really scriggly drawing where it's Auric and he's falling again.
Like
It's
to
like
a box.
Oric's the stereotypical rookie of the gang kind of thing.
Yeah. Auric is the best story so far. Yeah, it's at the moment it's definitely a redemption story for all the shit that he's doing wrong.
I mean, he was struggling to be panicked about town guards coming up when there was actually in the rest of the party. It's just not, this coffee shop has not been a good encounter for
No,
Oric.
it
I don't
really
think.
hasn't.
He's not been having a great couple of days, but it's
Ugh.
alright.
But it's
Arc
chaos.
The redemption arc. Yeah, so Jaeger's running, so you can take a guess where we're panning off next to. It's eastbound
it-
towards Sophia and Oric.
Yeah.
I get up.
I was gonna say these are heavy goods because this is the
Ah.
stockyards area. So
Do I need to roll strength?
I do need to make a strength saving throw to
Oh,
climb out.
Oh no!
That's a negative.
You got this.
Oh come on!
Oh,
It's no. Oh,
He is trapped and drowning underneath this crates in the mud. You just hear bubbling in
have
the distance.
inspiration.
Ooh.
I have it, but this is really funny.
It's okay.
How long can you hold your breath?
Does he have inspiration? I thought he used inspiration last turn.
Oh no,
really,
Rayla
it's
used it instead, I think. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Do I use it here? I need to keep up.
All
could be
I'm going to
crushed to
say is, if you don't use inspiration here, you will be taken out of the chasing. You'll fall too far. behind.
All right. I'll use it.
Well, another natural one. Let's go. And then I'll
It's
give
almost guaranteed. Okay,
The-
cool.
There we go.
The tattoos on the arm
God.
glow as fate intervenes, and you found this resurgence of strength, fueled purely by rage towards boxes.
my right arm's a lot stronger than my left arm.
And you just crash out these boxes and make pace, and you're about 30 feet behind Sophia. She's like dashing ahead through the streets.
He just
However-
looks intently at his vine tattoo and says, "Why did you pick me?"
As you take a sharp corner, you end up in the stockyard. And right in front of you, Sophia, is a horse towing a carriage, just neighing out of control right in front of you. As a flash of lightning streaks behind it. I will give you an option here of how to navigate around it. You may use either animal handling or acrobatics to avoid the horse.
I'm going to try an animal handle.
There was a third option.
Go for it.
But
There was a third
Kill
option?
the horse. Just
Yeah,
Eldritch
Eldritch
blast it into
Blast.
Yeah,
just
that's
gore.
what I was thinking.
It's true. It's true. Do I have a chance to Eldritch Blast the flashing lightning that went past it?
The
Shoot
flash of
the
lightning is
lightning?
literally just think of it as cinematography, where it's just like the scene setting. It's like a thunder. It's the thunderstorm ahead. It's just visualization stuff.
All right, so I'm going to try and use animal handling to pass this this horse. That is not great.
The horse crashes down but knocks you to the side. You lose pace,
Oh,
but you're still on your feet, making chase.
nice.
You do take some
Poetry.
damage though.
I take damage, do I?
Yeah.
Now she's definitely going to Eldritch Blast the horse.
Yeah.
Well, it's not doing it intentionally. It's just the horse is panicked and seeing a creature rush it, and thunder's going on overhead. You know?
Panic.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Lady Sophia
Aw,
Tracker.
you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage
Oof.
as his hooves
most
like
damage
knock you on the
such.
ribs and takes the wind out
Max,
of
you
you a little
forget
bit.
she shot a door for existing.
True.
Stop horsing around.
I do like how I believe Sophia took 4 damage from the Shadow Demon. She nearly took more damage from a horse.
Horse. All I can say right now is that at least the horse is on the ground for when Auric gets there.
I mean,
Oh,
I'll
God,
just
yeah.
politely
Actually-
remind you that Auric used a horse to kill a child. Just saying.
Actually, no, I put it in the wrong person's thing. Sophia hasn't taken any damage since the hags.
I'll fix that. Don't worry. I'll fix that.
I'm sure.
At this point, I'm not
More
even going to
horses.
argue anymore, Max. I just Auric's defeated. He's mentally broken.
Update the healing charts, Nathan.
Oswald wasn't mentioned. How much did you heal yourself by?
10. I healed Spoon for 10.
Oh,
Who's
Do
next
I
on
get
the,
anything else to do this round, or is that it for me?
I presume you were breaking out of this and running 30 feet. You can dash, but it will exhaust you to do so.
Hell, you
But
think I want
you would be-
disadvantage?
You would be side by side with Sophia if you do that.
Fuck no.
It's the risk reward.
Fuck no, absolutely not. I'm just getting up and running,
Let me
not
hear
dashing.
ahead of you, just like Sophia just taking a massive blow from the hooves onto the ribs. You see her like crash into the side of a building a little bit, like bundle into her with a shoulder, but she's still powering on, although
Max,
slightly slower.
very importantly, is my cloak okay?
Oh, it's covered in mud now.
Oh no,
well, that poor
no!
horse.
Can I cast prestidigitation as I'm running, please?
Not whilst you're running. No, you would have to stop and
Fuck.
take. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Feel like even more rage towards these
Oh,
creatures.
I might. Oh, this is annoying. Okay. Let me
pat the
come back to me. I might have a.
Don't
I
worry,
might
don't worry.
stop. I might stop.
You're
I
gonna-
haven't decided yet.
We're going to transition over to who's next in the order? I can't
It
remember.
was
It's all
the
about us.
vampire guys.
Sterling.
Tweedledum and
Lynn.
Tweedledee.
The-
The other guys.
Vampire Slayers in air quotes.
Yeah.
So it didn't work. So just as a question, well, it doesn't matter because I get advantage anyway. It didn't work on the chest. So Finn's gonna.
Before that, I do need to do a GM roll. What was the DC again to break out?
14.
Being intelligence, right?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Finn's
right.
process of straddling the vampire.
Oh,
Time, Flint.
you're lucky my rolls are so bad.
You know, I am lucky.
It's still held.
So if it didn't work around the chest, looking back to the orphanage and then back towards the vampire.
Its mouth.
No, Rolfin's going to put his hands around the vampire's neck and try again, because if his chest was too hard, maybe its neck is.
Go for it. You still have advantage.
Chuck that son of a gun out with
Please,
electric.
please work. Okay.
Oh, I see an 18. You definitely hit. So it's a auto crit.
So double the dice, right?
Yep.
Which is 48. Wonderful.
48.
Well, it's level 5 shocking grasp. It's 2d8. Yep. And that's
Good roll.
23 points of lightning damage to it.
You can see his eyes just widen, like his pupils just go really small as he just like looks you square in the face as you do this, and you
Yeah,
can see
I'm
like
squeezing his eyes.
steam and everything rupture from his ears, and you can see that the body visibly like convulse. Even against the whole person, he's like convulsing and twitching, and you just see it like bobbling as the electrical pulse going through it is like heating up the entire body and like burning it essentially from inside. It's like microwaving from the inside this person, and you just see its eyes just fade over completely white. The vampire is dead.
Oh, nice. Great.
Finn's gonna take some deep breaths upon realizing that.
Well, saves me attacking it and then turning on Flynn.
Yeah, I'm very happy I didn't do like hit 1 HP and finish it off and kill me. Flynn looked
Now,
very
because you
annoyed
killed
before that.
the vampire, I need you to do a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
Can I also do one?
Yes, you can. Yes, because you're on a part of the pursuing party. Yep.
Flynn
So
looks
you
almost
don't
well.
see it.
Elated might not be the right word, or relieved, and somewhat looked like he enjoyed that.
yeah.
Sterling.
Get that boy.
Oh, Sterling
These
sees nothing.
guys.
These
I'm,
guys are
I'm still
terrified.
concentrating on holding the corpse.
Good rolls tonight, guys. Leading the charge.
I got
on
a
that
nat
one.
20. First
Yeah,
time in
that's-
like 4 sessions I've got a nat 20. I'm happy.
You guys think the town's perfectly fine? You just simply ignore the screaming and the various other things still going on in town. Everything's fine. The day is saved as far as you're concerned.
Well,
Good job, Flint. We did it. Shall
So
we go
such
to the
awful
tavern
rolls.
and have a
The
drink?
DC was 11, for God's sakes.
well. So the town may be fine, but there's one place, maybe something did happen there still. Just to be on the safe side, can Flint start heading down the street towards the orphanage?
Yep, you head down towards the orphanage. You will be at the front doors on the start of your next chase scene, so to speak.
Okay.
For now.
Seeing as I can't see anything, I will probably
Oh.
start heading towards the
Yep.
not orphanage, the church.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll
And
make
I
your way.
will.
You're both gonna
I'll-
effectively end your turn here, effectively, right here.
I mean, I haven't had my turn like walking.
You can
or-
dash. You can be further down the street. You can be like down here somewhere.
Yes, I would like to do the big runs.
Dash. Okay.
Yeah.
See you, bye. Kind of thing.
Bye.
Yeah, and as I'm running,
Sure.
I'm going to see if they need help at the church.
Flint doesn't respond, but
Okay.
he's mostly looking at the chat.
Nathan put the healing in the right spot. No, I can't remember. Is it Rayla we said, and then Yegov? I think it
Rayla's
was,
next.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You can
You're-
practically gloss over my turn. You know what's going to happen.
Now, you've made your way over here, Rayla, but the problem you have is the town market itself is various different stalls and the like, so you can't keep on rooftop, I'm afraid, at this point. But you can make your way down through the various different elevation of roofing, and like, I'm trying to think of the words, it's not like coverings or gazebos, what are they? Little things that stick out the side to keep the rain out. You know what I mean, like shelters kind of thing.
Canopies, kind of like.
Canopies, that's it, yep.
I gotta do what my plan was before and shoot some sort of. Is there anything over here that I can shoot a rope towards with my crossbow?
You certainly can,
Do
yep.
some tightrope walking above the market,
Yep.
as you do.
Everyone does it.
Mhm.
We
That
play
was
shop,
fed
you know.
most of the day, isn't it?
How would I
Yeah,
go
you just
about that?
Flint and Oryx rope, they just
So-
tightrope across between
I'm going to
pencils.
need a sleight of hand check because you are running, dropping down to street level, and tying a rope to an arrow. So let's see how good you are with your hands to see if you can pull everything off.
Well, I'm not dropping down street level. Ideally, I'm
Oh.
shooting it across and then tightrope walking, if that's
Okay,
possible.
you certainly can. You still need to do a sleight of hand check
Sleight
to
of
make the
hand,
rope
yeah,
and
yeah.
tie everything off, yeah.
Fair enough. That's not great.
You managed to tie it. It feels secure.
Cool. We're gonna trust that.
Good luck.
If you want to shoot it and get it to hook onto a chimney or anything like that, it would be
Yeah.
an attack roll.
Okay.
And for it to securely snag it into a secure position, it would need an attack roll of a minimum of 18.
Well, there you go.
And you nail it.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Anything to run across this now?
I mean, you can run across the rope.
Okay, cool.
Or you
Don't
can,
need acrobatics.
One
I
end, no.
You can do acrobatics to run across, yep.
Well,
Raider's
We-
having
we
the
out.
time of her life up here.
we out here rolling.
wow.
She's just slack roping across this rope,
as a
across
hang
the gap between the tile market.
So has Rayla shot the rope across? It's affixed, and then just put the crossbow down and running across.
Oh no,
mean,
like
she's keeping
I
the
sort of tie the rope off on the
Okay.
on the end that I was at before running
Would be
across.
reduced
Yeah.
speed then.
Well, I like the idea of Rayla's 8 intelligence. Right, that's done now. Start.
That's done. Run across.
Just love it. As soon as you put a foot in it.
And then I guess whatever movement speed I have left to continue
Yep.
towards the church.
You're
bonus
effectively
action dash.
like halfway across the town market. Underneath you, seeing this vampire is going to town on the townsfolk. There's corpses everywhere. The slightly muddy waters and pools are collected between the cobblestones are all turning red, and fires are breaking down in various different shops, including the cobblers. The dressmaker shop is on fire as well. And various different stalls are also on fire, as various different lanterns and torches have been knocked over and set things on fire. It's just sheer chaos going on underneath you.
Not my concern. I'm
to-
running towards the church.
We pan over to Yegov. Since you are in a wide open area, that's not very obstructive view. Can you do a perception check for me, please?
Right, where'd I put that?
Oh, Rayla as well, make a perception check. Okay.
Not that fast. I've got a thing I need to do. Debbie?
Yes.
I need a perception check from you as well, Debbie, please.
Oh, me as well.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Okay, sweet.
Oh,
Debbie's
shit.
rolls are on it today,
Wow.
bloody
Okay.
hell.
Rayla's
You-
very.
From your position, because you're on fairly elevated and these are small houses here, you do see the lady is quickly approaching. She's walking in an abnormal manner. She seems almost floating, as if her shoes are not actually touching the floor, and she is walking at a very great pace towards the church.
She stole me.
Also, with that, because you guys both got 11, you also see it's not just these vampires are causing havoc. You see in the although darkened skies are kind of hard to see unless you see the movements in the corner of your eyes, but there are a swarm of bats attacking various townfolk, and they're just crashing into windows of various buildings, and you just hear screams of horror coming out of these buildings as bats are just everywhere.
We must all suffer the bats now that you have her.
We pan over to Yegov again, sorry.
Yep. I'm just running towards the smithy, you know.
Yep.
I've
You
got my
are
head
in the
down.
town market now, and you see a similar scene I described to Rayla. It's just chaos.
Yep.
It's a bloodbath here. You do see before you a vampire is feasting on a small boy's corpse, no older than 8 years old. He just turns to look at you with an arm just dangling out of his mouth, very It style.
Ugh.
What does Yegov do?
Does Yegov do?
Not his problem. Runs away.
I mean-
No, my problem. Off I go.
I don't think I can actually defeat a vampire at the moment, is the honest truth of the matter.
Would a paladin try?
Remember, these vampires are severely injured from the fight prior.
Would a paladin try? Would a paladin throw its life away?
They did
Defeat a
once.
singular vamp?
What are your oaths and tenets you took before you made the pact with Varrock?
Conquest. So it's not necessarily to uphold and defend the good.
Read out the tenets you've got. There'll probably be some sort of inspiration on what Yegov would do in this situation.
Features. At the moment, my oath is vengeance, so I need to survive in order to kill the hags, and then I would switch back to oath of conquest.
I'm back.
I have to put my life first for this one, unfortunately.
Okay.
Like, I hesitate for a while, sword in hand, and meet its gaze.
And you just dash to the side, keeping deadlock eyes on it, just to see if it moves. Luckily enough, the smithy is not on fire. It is a state of chaos where various different shelves and everything have been knocked over. It seems like as if the bats got in here and caused a bunch of ruckus and damage. Although in the pile of chaos, essentially, of various different loot and smithy items, you do see a familiar, comforting sight. You do see your old armor, yes. And it appears the links that were fused together from the lightning damage you took has been repaired. Seemed like the smithy was working on repairing this to resell it.
Nice guy. Right, so I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes of the entire game putting on this
what
armor.
I could do is, since it's a matter of urgency, I will allow you now to make a athletics roll to see how quick you can don this in a rush. I'll bypass this 10 minutes there.
Cool, I like
My
it.
rolls aren't that great today. 16.
Well, I'll give it 16. Although it's not as tight as you would like it to be comfortable, you get everything on and you feel like you are ready for combat if need be.
Excellent. I'm gonna leave my... Like, it might seem quite strange, but I am going to... Okay, it costs 75 GP. I'll just empty out my coin purse.
Coins are strewn on the floor because the counter is like caved in. So you can try and put it on what remains of the counter, but there's no like really decent surface here. It's like the ceiling beams have caved in and everything.
Have I got like a small bag or something? I know this is really breaking the immersion for everyone.
No. There's like a makeshift shelf that is just like most of the shelves except one of the lower ones is still intact. Like all the shelves are broken and cracked, but there's one shelf that is intact. But although rickety, so you could leave it there if you want.
Yeah, I'll leave it there, and if there's any paper, I'll scrawl a note saying, borrowing armor.
IOU just written on it.
Yeah.
He's probably long dead. He's like, alright man, don't worry about it. The crave.
So I'm minus 38 gold, and an IOU for 37 more.
I think you'll overlook it if you're helping to defend the town.
Maybe, but until then...
You are ready for the next turn of the chase, where you could head towards the church, or you confront this creature that's massacring the townspeople in this hub of the
Actually,
Valaki.
I will beat this shit out of this vampire, because...
Okay. I'll transition over to our front runners in that case. It'll be Sophia and Auric.
Oh, good.
You have a clear line of sight on this creature. It seems the creature is feasting on a horse currently. What do you do, Sophia?
Clear line of sight? There's only one
Clear
thing to
line
do.
of sight, yes.
There's only one thing to do.
There's various different like bodies strewn about in the area as well, but yeah, it's literally chowing down on like a workhorse at the moment. Making a sad whining noise.
Action.
You know, we should have talked to Octavio and just hoped that he would still be around here, so we could have dealt with him before.
Pow! 12 to hit.
The first bolt does not hit. You're still winded, so you're still like stumbling, so your hand is not as steady as you'd like to cast the Eldritch Blast, but you never know, you might adjust ever so slightly and get the second one to hit. And the second one definitely hits.
Traces,
Awesome.
baby.
Awesome. 9 points of damage to its
Big
face.
damage. knocks it to its side, and it falls off this horse. The horse is still tragically alive, and it's just doing very sad neighing noises. It's just twitching on the floor.
It's a hunt horse, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Can I run up to it?
You can. If you run up to it, you'll be within 30 feet of it.
Yes, I'm going to run up to it, please.
Okay, you are standing 30 feet, staring this creature down. What does Auric do? You're currently 60 feet away.
I get within range. I'd like to get as close as possible.
Okay, the closest
no
you can
dashing,
get is, I would say about 40 feet-ish, because you are a hex behind.
Okay. Well, if I have clear line of sight of
You
him,
do.
I'll...
No. You need to navigate the panicked horse first.
Sure.
Because it
What are the options?
didn't get calmed down by the animal handling, so it's still going nuts at this opening. You guys come from the alleyway, so the options you have is to dexterity save, well, acrobatics to roll and dodge. It's stamping hooves. It's just like neighing over and over again and reining back. You can try and do animal handling to calm it down so you can pass, or you can kill the horse. Apparently, that's an option.
Narratively, this is the worst option, but it makes more sense. He's going to try and dodge around it and use acrobatics.
Go for it.
So is that a saving throw or is that just acrobatics?
Acrobatics, sorry, yeah. I misspoke. It is
Okay,
acrobatics.
can't wait to roll another natural one. Good.
He calls it.
Oh my god!
Ben, do you want help?
You can use it if you want to, I don't mind.
God! Where's Pyrian when you need him?
I don't know.
No! No!
Hey, Debbie.
Ben,
Auric on another one.
Sam's turned up, but it's
Oh,
Ben.
dear.
Ben, I apologize. But you got hit by a
That's
horse.
fine. Alright, I'll take the damage if I can still get past it. Or can I not?
Oh, with a nat one, it is going to knock you square in the chest and knock you on your ass.
Good.
You're gonna get killed by a horse.
You take 12 points of damage.
You just healed him for that.
Okay.
12!
Well,
Fucking
so that...
hell.
Wait.
It's a crit. It's a nat one. I'm doing double damage.
Okay. And now I'm prone, yeah?
Yeah, you're not unconscious. It'd be so funny if you just get knocked unconscious, just blindsided
If
by a
Yegov
horse.
didn't heal me, I would be unconscious right now.
I'm sorry, Ben, but you got no.
You know, I didn't think
Sophia
we were
and
going to TPK
behind her is just hearing this like neighing noise, the familiar like panic horses. You just hear it. Oh, fuck! It's just a massive thud and potentially a crack of some ribs.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll this for myself. Oh, it's not rolling. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Auric sends 2 Eldritch Blast at the horse. Sorry,
You're gonna Eldritch Blast it?
Sylvan Strike. Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you want me to
I was
roll?
about to say Eldritch Blast. What?
It's Druid. It's like a reskin. Don't worry about it. So do I need to roll to hit this damn beast?
Yeah, you can.
Sorry, Druids, Dryads, whatever. I'll just
Horses
roll
aren't-
for both.
Horses are
Oh.
protected animals, it's fine.
Yeah, I will roll both of my attacks initially. We'll see if they hit. So 13 plus 8 is 20.
21. Yeah, that hits.
And then 8
horse.
plus 8, 16. So I'll roll 2d10.
And it is a living creature, Ben, so it will be added to the damage.
And it takes...
Does that mean vampires aren't? 'Cause
Oh,
they're
good.
not
Good
living.
rolls. Thanks.
yes, I did think you were going to bring
Uh,
the count as well, but
The
It
horse
takes
goes
7
limp
damage.
and fall to the floor.
fucking...
I
can
do
use
need
any...
you to do a D100 roll for me though, to see
Oh.
if you're injured from the horse kick.
Okay. 16.
16. Shit. Okay, this is bad.
Oh, good.
So as you fall, you fall in a really awkward angle. You have split. You've like ruptured a muscle. So unless you get healed by a healer or someone with medicine and first aid kits, you now have disadvantage on all strength-based checks and attacks until it's sorted. By the way, that you managed to get one of like the, what was it, 9 severe injuries on there. By the way,
Are you surprised?
not the way today's going.
Yeah, can I get up at all? Is there anything else I can do?
You can get back up, but you can't move now.
Alright, I'll use the rest of my movement to get back up.
You can choose which muscle you like rupture.
Wow, all of them?
All of them. Yeah, you can choose where your handicap is. Where did you land awkwardly at the very least?
It probably would have been like one of the legs. Say right leg. Right calf.
Yep.
Why not? The dick. No, not the dick. Fuck you guys.
I would have gone with the arm if I were you.
Imagine if you were that style of bard, it would be tragic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I probably should go with that, but let's be honest, Adam. I don't think it matters.
It probably does, considering you run on your legs and we're in a
Oh,
chase.
that's true. Fine, I'll choose the left arm. For once, I won't gimp myself purposely.
It wouldn't affect movement like running speed. It's just very painful.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense, would it?
That's straining, essentially.
I guess I'll say that he fell backwards onto like a broken railing or something.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's
So
like
he
a
hits his
shard of wood just pierces like the muscle of thigh or something like that. It's just killer.
So I'll choose that, and that'll be my turn.
And we pan over to Flint and Sterling.
We have now split up, so Flint.
Yeah, we'll do Sterling first since he's running down the streets.
Okay.
Because this is the main street and it's quite wide open. There are bats flying everywhere. You finally notice one. The swarm flies right towards you. You have two options. Three, sorry. You can use a spell or an action of your choice to try and scare the bats away. You can just barge through them or hope for the best via an athletics roll. Or you can dodge and duck and weave out the way with a acrobatics roll.
How many of them are there? Like if I just tried to run straight through them,
it's a swarm of bats.
Does it look like they'd scatter from me, or does it look like they?
Depends how well you roll. They're pretty thick swarm of bats. It's like if you would drive a car through a flock of birds. It's like something bad might happen, but you never know.
But that'll come.
What would Sterling like to do?
I would like to just try barge straight through them.
Go for it. Athletics. Set the DC on the stream just to.
Slash.
I'm not cheating.
Roll 1d20 plus.
Big cheat.
4. Are you fucking kidding?
Join me, my brother.
The bats form a brick, a solid wall, and I just run.
It's like a rugby line.
It basically feels like I've just run into a brick wall.
Oh, that's the thing. It's just that the swarm is much thicker than you thought it would be, and your vision's completely impaired as they swoop, and bite, and attack you, and you lose all bearings which way you're running. As soon as you break out the swarm, you do take some damage because it is a nat 1. You do take a bit of double damage. It is. Oh, would help if I put slash roll.
Yeah, I didn't even think to give Sam inspiration on this one. It just seemed so natural for him to go.
You do take 7 points of piercing damage. And as you emerge out, you notice you're facing square a brick wall, and you just run bang right into the wall. So I'd like you to roll. What would you guys say a damage would be for running full pace into a wall?
Just do 10 feet of falling damage, perhaps, I suppose.
Now, 1d8 are we saying?
That's falling damage is d6, I believe.
D6? Take another d6 of damage there. And I'm going to make you
making me roll
potentially.
my own damage?
Oh, yeah. And then you're going to roll in the injury table as well.
Oh.
I didn't think we TPK'd by Darwinism, but here we are,
This is why I asked him to roll, because he's been rolling so bad up to now, he's going to obviously run max damage, isn't he?
Maybe I shouldn't fight this family.
With that level of impact, though, you do burst through the wall like a very Kool-Aid man. So you can go, oh yeah, but I do need a D100 roll off you as well, please.
D100. Oh yeah, check. That's what we're doing.
I want to cry.
45.
No, Adam, fighting vampires is fine. It's fighting bats and
So
brick walls.
running through this wall, it seems to have some sort of metal in the wall, like a frame of a window, something caught on your rib.
I have a
And
metal in the wall.
Well, the thing is, even though you're robotic, you are suffering currently from an open wound. So unless it's treated
I'll leak.
Yeah, exactly. So until it's treated, at the start of each of your turn, whilst you're conscious, you take 1d6 slashing damage until it's treated. So it can be just a simple bandage job on this one. You don't need to see a specific healer. You need some first aid to get rid of the bleeding effect on you.
Could I just like shout at it and cast healing word? And
it wouldn't seal the wound because it's actually an open wound. It specifically says that. It would need a lesser restoration, actually.
I don't think I have that.
Would cure wounds.
Oh, actually, no, I'm looking the wrong bit. Any magical healing would heal it as well.
Okay. So I believe healing word is a bonus action.
Yep.
I haven't used the bonus
It is.
action.
You can use that. It would be like searing pain though, as it's like magically like cauterizes the wound on you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. I will shout at it. Heal. No, I was joking. By the
I was like,
power
pain,
of
pain,
God,
go
can
away,
you
come back
open me
another
shut?
day.
Drink some chalky milk.
Makes a pain go away.
Pours chalky milk over
Yeah.
here. Okay,
Yeah,
roll healing
I've asked
word, heal them.
I say, by the power of God, weld me shut. And I cast healing
He welds
word.
Sterling's mouth shut. Very confused.
Why are you plastic?
Slash.
To you.
1d4 plus 4. Not bad.
Right.
Oh wait.
So you heal for 7, and it's not like a normal healing word because the type of wound it is. It burns when it like cauterizes up. It's not a pleasant experience, but you are
I
no
am being
longer
welded.
bleeding. You will literally be you can see it fuse back together like it'll be welded. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I will finish off as much movement as I can. Like I'll try to gain my my bearings, and I will run as
Yep. Okie dokie.
far as I can towards the
We'll
orphanage.
pan over to Flint in that case.
Well, running up to the orphanage's door.
Yeah.
We'll try.
As you approach the front of the building, you notice although very unkempt windows are all shattered.
Yep, gonna run even faster.
Okay.
Into the building. Try and open the door.
So you open the door, and you immediately get that tint, that smell. It's sadly a familiar smell. It's a smell of iron in the air.
Felix cast invisibility. He'll be fine.
And you look down at your feet, and you see just a trickle of blood coming down from the stairs, from upstairs, just coming down towards you, dripping down the stairwell.
There's like no kids or anyone on the bottom floor that I can see, though, right?
I need you to do a D4 roll for me, please.
A D4. Okay.
Man, if only I had enough for a flashback.
Is that good? Is that a good one?
You know what? Yeah.
You look to the top of the stairwell, and you follow the sight of blood. And the stairway creaks under the weight of your feet as you somberly walk up. Before you see, you look in one of the bedrooms, and you can hear the distinct sound of children crying and panicked, and you hear some voices of the older children trying to like shush the children down and saying it's going to be okay. They're all huddled in the corner. You find them. They're all like grouped up, hugging each other, trying to keep close. And at the front, you do see a familiar face that is bloodied and not moving. It seemed that she sacrificed her body to draw the attention of the bats away from the children. And unfortunately, in front of you, do see the body of Claudia Blasco, headmistress of the orphanage, dead.
The only decent person in the whole of bloody Barovia.
All of the kids look fine. There's no bats or anything.
No, it's just her bloody body. She's got covered in bite marks and chunks missing. And she's got her arms outstretched, as in she's like, stay away kind of thing.
Where's Milovich? Is he?
And guess what what that triggers?
Oh,
That triggers a Flint flashback.
Oh no. Oh no, Ben.
Oh,
So,
Ben doing it for me.
Let's go back to a time where you were working for that certain organization when you had that town on fire. Let's go more in depth about that flashback with the orphanage on fire. You want to explain what transpired on that fateful evening?
I might need help for you to fill in the details because maybe Flint
Yeah, I
doesn't know.
can certainly help.
But
this is memories rushing back as well. So any bits you're not sure about memories, this is all coming back. It's like PTSD just seeping in and unlocking some memories.
Yeah, so it starts off, I suppose, patchy Flint. Flint at this point, I suppose, almost looks. Flint looks quite a bit different to what he currently does, as the rest of the group has known him. His hair will be visibly much longer, and will have quite a unkempt beard at this point. No eye patch, no gloves or anything like that, and he's wearing purple at this point. Well, no, he wouldn't be wearing them at this point. Wearing relatively normal clothes and heading towards a small town. Along with another group of individuals. They head into the town and it seems like they're normal travelers. However, then, after a short while, bells start to ring as if the town's being attacked. And in that moment, the Flint and the people that they were traveling with, in a way, throw off cloaks and disguises and whatnot, and will be wearing purple robes and clothes with various different symbols on them. Flint will be one hand open, one hand wielding the dagger, which Rayla would have seen in his bag. And in that moment, it's much like a similar event to now. Plenty of screams and fire. Flint as well during this time. While you've seen him, he's been very expressionate, or at least on his face. In this case, it's utterly, in the flashback, there is no emotion there. There's nothing. And Flint is going around with these individuals, helping them and participating in the attack on this town, helping to burn down buildings. And I suppose it will end outside a very similar looking building, on fire, with the screams or young screams of evidently children.
And that's the moment the mind-altering magic you're under effect of just snaps, and like a single tear runs down your cheek, and you just see you clench the ever-familiar dagger in your hand.
Well, that dagger would have been in his bag at the moment, but Flint will definitely clutch the arcane focus that hangs around his neck.
Oh yeah, exactly. You're imitating where you clench. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the flashback, you are holding that dagger. You pan back.
I like it.
He would be holding his normal dagger, as well, and we'd be looking at that, and then thinking of the one that's in his bag and whatnot.
And in going back to Valaki now, you see the ever familiar. It's like even though Flint is not the one for showing emotions, you just see the single tear come down the an eye patched eye.
Well, no,
the echoing thought of "not again" emanating.
Flint would generally be, expression at similar time. It would be noticeable when he's, angry or sad or scared. Particularly those last two would have been more evident. Or in a very few cases, there has been happiness in Barovia and whatnot, and jokes made, and Flint would have seen happy in that. But in that flashback, it was utter deadpan. There was no emotion.
Yeah, no emotion at all until that snap in your head.
Now
Flint
falls to his knees and is just,
You're just falling in front of your knees in front of the in front of Claudia. That's also on her knees, just trying to protect the children with the last act in life.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else.
Felix is safe.
Yes, I can imagine. I can see Felix and Arabelle and a bunch of the other
He's
kids.
sobbing. Yeah, he's very upset. And just see the children, some of the children saying, "Why? Why did this have to happen?"
Well,
And
I'll
we
go
pan the camera over.
Try and hug him.
Yeah. At this point, I will, if you're happy with it, Nathan, I will take Flint out to the chase scene. Because he's probably going to want to protect the children at this point, right?
Yeah.
I like the backstory so far. That was interesting. I want to know more.
And there's a little twist. You guys thought he was a murderer.
I mean,
But he is.
I mean, he kind of is. He kind of is.
I definitely killed a lot of people. Like, we would send fire to a lot of buildings. Not just fire. There would have been a fair bit of lightning, as you would have seen. Like Flint has cast a lot of lightning-based spells. Would have known a lot of that, either on buildings, people running away from him.
I like it.
Yeah.
Who's next in the chasing? I believe it's Rayla now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where am I at then?
You are currently, I would say around here. It's making across the final batch of rooftops before you get to the church.
Yeah, running. Terminator style to the church.
Gonna do a real life roll to see if there are any obstacles occur. That one is on my table. Okay. I know it's kind of redundant because you're probably the best one to be in this position. I need a dex saving throw.
Oh, second
Rayla,
time?
no.
Watch me fail this.
Please,
thing now.
take my power. Take my energy.
No, I don't want it.
Take it!
Also, Nathan, did you already have an inspiration on you?
Oh, fuck you, Auric!
Can I, just as a note, Max, can I give Rayla my inspiration now and get another inspiration?
You won't get another one on top, I'm afraid, now.
Oh, God, why couldn't you have rolled a moment earlier? It would have been fun.
Would you like to give inspiration or not? Does anyone want to use inspiration here?
I'll give inspiration to Rayla at this moment. Because if Flint's going to be spending either the rest of this chase scene or or some of it out of it.
Thank you.
The rest of
So as you're running
That
across
must be
these
nice.
rooftops, the weather is progressively getting worse as this thunderstorm is surrounding Vallaki. So the weather turns for worse. A streak of blue flashes from the sky and strikes right in front of Rayla. Fortunately, you didn't beat the second part of the DC, so you still get hit by some of the splash damage. But if you kept that 9, you would have taken full damage here as lightning strikes right next to you. Or would have struck you otherwise. So this is halved.
Hey, yeah, lightning sounds like a pretty bad way to go, doesn't it?
Holy
You do
shit.
take 26, but it's 13 because it's halved.
Okay, good, because
I might have rolled on the 20 on the obstacles chart I have.
Holy baloney.
The ears start ringing as your eyes adjust back to the darkness and the orange tint of the sky. But yeah, that was a close call, as they would say.
Onwards to my inevitable death at this
Yeah.
church. Because
You
I now
make your
have
way
no
here?
health.
And I will need a perception check.
Bro, what's your max HP? You were on 4, weren't
Yeah,
you?
no, I wasn't on full for some
Oh.
reason.
Okay.
Some damage at some point.
Now you do see the floating
Oh,
figure
shit.
in front of the church.
Uh-huh.
The church is swarmed by various swarms of bats just breaking through the windows and just swarming in and out like swallows out the gaps in the building on the front door. And yeah, it's just this church is just surrounded by darkness from the figures of the bats. And you just see her cackling in front of there as fire starts to break out, and the church is catching fire, similar to the vision of what Arabelle saw and described to you.
Guys, we suck so much. I was in
Hey, I did alright.
church.
I abandoned an orphanage before.
Yeah. I guess that's my turn. I'm just running.
That's your turn.
towards
You
the
can
church
try
to
climb
know how
down because
far I
there
get.
are no more rooftops, so you can do an acrobatics check to try and climb down.
Okay, and this is where she breaks her neck and dies.
I give you my power.
Stop it! I don't want it.
You managed to climb down to street level just fine.
Good.
It's so close to one.
You know, slightly like it's just like your hair is all like filled with static, and just hear like constant ringing in your ears.
I blame Auric.
That was an actual cold lightning that happened right next to you. That's why.
Yeesh.
Well, you used the effect for a lightning strike. I didn't know what else to use. So
It's
next
a good
up,
thing
yeah,
you didn't
Diego.
use lightning bolt.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Wouldn't a lightning bolt suck for a low-level character, huh? Right.
You emerge from a
Diego
blacksmithy,
has some
donned in armor.
he has some business to attend to with a lesser developed leech.
Still chowing down on the arm of the small child.
No Sterling from the other side of the map, Adam.
An underdeveloped leech?
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
Got it.
I didn't.
Oh,
Anyway,
gosh.
yeah, I'm gonna go and engage this vampire in single combat because that's what you would do, of course.
That's what heroes do.
As you square up, you walk towards it. Are you circling it, just eyeing it up?
No, I'm doing like a full JoJo, you know.
Oh, you're
approaching me.
You're just slowly marching towards it, like
Yeah,
sword
like-
pointing at it.
Got a Terminator march going on.
So instead of just regular combat, we're going to do it in a very narrative driven. So we'll take it in turns. So we'll stop the chasing for now and do this bit just to see what happens. So I will allow you to go first since the creature is distracted by its current meal.
If
What would you
distracted,
like
I
to
would
do?
try and just decapitate it in a single blow.
You certainly can. You never know, no natural 20, that might happen.
Yep.
More than a minute. I'm going to
is that
quickly go grab a
just-
glass of water.
Just
Go
a
for it.
regular attack.
Regular attack, yeah. Well, you can have the advantage. It is distracted by its feast.
I don't know how you do advantage on D&D Beyond, so I'm just going to roll twice.
I just roll twice, yeah. Unfortunately, the 12 would miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we're having one of them ones. So would the 9, to be honest.
So
Don't know how I fail.
you'll hear your approach
that's wrong
and
What? Oh,
we
misclick.
rolled
My bad.
damage for some reason. That's alright. I was like, whoa. He hears your approach and dashes to the side as it hears you approaching. He just faces you and snarls at you for disturbing its feast.
I suppose approaching in chainmail would make that quite difficult, wouldn't it?
Exactly, yeah. There's a lot of chaos and sounds going around, so you had a very good chance of hitting it there. That's why I gave you advantage, but it's just an unfortunate roll, so to speak. So it's going to turn and face you, and it's going to try and slash you with one of its claws right across your torso.
Oh, of course. It's my favourite.
Oh, look at these. It's purple. Okay, you have a chance. We're glad I actually did the math for this stuff prior, so...
What's going on?
It's doing a claw attack, so... Whoa!
That could have been bad.
Close. That could have been bad, yeah.
I said to Ben, the first thing that happens the moment I get armor on, I'm going to be critted for my full health. And as it turns out, a 16 does
cheated
not
on it.
hit.
That's
did
me
help- it
by
did-
the environment.
Did it miss, I'm guessing, yep.
Yeah, 16 does not hit.
Okay, it slashes and you just nimbly dodge to the side. It's very... you're getting vibes of how you used to spar with your wife in particular. Just
Nah,
this
I'd be dead if it
one-on-one
was my
combat
wife.
is just bringing like memories and stuff. But yeah, it's
I've survived
similar
the
like,
blow,
oh
just
shit,
not the wife.
I'm scared kind of vibe where you had fighting your partner, that's for sure. Yeah, it's back to you. What would you like to do? The creature is aware of your presence now. It's just you just like circling each other kind of thing, just staring each other
Right,
down
I'm
at the town
gonna-
square as the rain peters down.
Just going to throw myself at him and swing my blade. With long sword, that's the one. Does it
And
22
that
hit?
hits. 22 definitely hits.
Let's roll damage on that. One-handed.
What?
9.
9 damage. Okay.
Yep, and can I take my second attack?
Go for it.
Just gotta do what
Oh,
the paladin
another
do.
hit. Big hits. Not domestic abuse. Is more like they're both wearing a similar order, right? And you just guys kind of bonded that way. Is that another 9 you got?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And yes, Kez, Yegov's wife is OP.
Very much so. You do massive damage to this creature. You can see it visibly hurt. You can see one of the arms just get clean taken off. It's struggling, but it's still alive, but you can see it's visibly hurt.
Good.
The vampire is going to try and flee, giving you an opportunity attack.
I will take
Because
that
it is
opportunity
hampered
attack.
by the loss of arm and the loss of blood, you do get advantage on this opportunity attack.
Man, I wish I knew how to do advantage on this goddamn thing.
You know, honestly, you can right click on one of the things. And
There
then,
you go. Ah! Ha.
Was that another 9?
I have no idea. I'm waiting for it to roll on this side.
It looks like a 9 on my end. Oh, wait. Oh. Longsword to hit, 0.
Rolling
That's weird.
0
Roll
to
0.
the-
It's not working with the advantage.
No, it's not.
You have to roll it normally, I'm afraid.
Plebeians?
Yes. Sorry. Well, actually, I haven't rolled once. Actually, no, I rolled a d4.
Wow.
Jeez.
Unfortunate. And the creature slips
I
away.
don't suppose I get my second attack, do I? Even though it's an opportunity.
Don't and an opportunity attack. Problem is, before this creature gets dealt with the guards, it does slay one more person as you set chase to it, I presume. I would
Can I
like
throw a
you.
javelin after it instead?
It's literally dashing out the corner. It's you wouldn't have time to javelin. It's literally pouncing on the nearest body to try and regen, basically. So I do need you to roll a d10 to see what said person was unfortunate enough to get desperation bitten by this creature.
It's an 8.
Okay. So as you dash behind this stall as this creature is biting someone's neck, you plunge its back with a sword and it goes quiet. As you move the body out of the way, you do see a familiar face. It is the cobbler that you guys met. That gave the
Unfortunately,
free
I have-
shoes away.
Well, I have no idea who that is, so
I
I'll
thought
have
One
you
that
were
made
there at
Debbie's
the shop.
shoes.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Debbie's
thought you were
shoes.
outside the shop with them.
I don't
No,
think I was.
no, it was me and Rayla. Well, Rayla went in, Flint waited outside.
Yep, I have no idea who this person is.
Well, the cobbler is dead
unfortunate
anyway, so you have no idea who it is, but it would be familiar. So,
Free shoes.
To someone
no
else,
more,
maybe.
no more free shoes.
That is a shame. Right, well, in that case... I would like to use my hunter's mark.
Yep.
Try and locate Rayla.
You certainly can. It's an advantage of perception, right?
Yep. Or survival. That makes no difference because they're the same roll.
He's dead. Anyway.
Did that roll
And
a
it's
0
just-
again? Is that
It's
nat
natural
1 again,
one.
isn't it?
That's a natural,
Natural
one, but I have
one.
advantage. So
Yeah,
we can get
luckily.
away with that.
Okay.
Dirty.
You do. Look, last thing you see, because you're currently, I would say, in this position. The last thing you see is a figure just dropping down from the top of the rooftops here down to street level. And I presume that's Rayla.
Well, I have a
Projector
idea
you've been
where she is,
tracking
so I'm
her.
going to run after her.
Yeah,
But
you'll
I'm going
run
to do
down
it
this
at
street.
street level because I ain't getting on those rooftops.
Like how people in chat is like, loot the cobbler. It's like...
That's the first. But then...
Yeah, Diego, so it's back to the top. So it is Sophia and Oric. Both you guys are
not
staring down a vampire.
Right. I'm about to do something incredibly clever or incredibly stupid.
Are you
Why
going
not
to draw a
both?
card? Because that would be
No,
incredibly
no,
dumb.
no. No, that is incredibly stupid right now. I have +1 to all my rolls that I'm not even using at the moment. I should really do that. I'd like to run up to the vampire, which is 30 feet ahead of me, and my movement is 30.
Yep.
And I'd like to melee attack it, please.
Oh, you certainly can. It's currently prone, so you have advantage.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna use. Cool. So, as I said, this could be the cleverest thing I've ever done, or the stupidest thing I've ever done, based on this roll.
Get your money, girl.
13 to hit.
Unfortunately, it does not hit.
Failed.
We'll get them next time.
Shit.
What were you attacking with? Just your fists, or you had a weapon out?
Staff.
Staff. Yeah, you just strike, but it's like scrambling to his feet, and you just smack the muddy water as he kicks up. You still have a bonus.
So it turned out to
action,
be
so
the
I think.
stupidest thing.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I think that's all I can do right now.
Hope you have shield prepared.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Oh, does that mean it's my turn?
It is.
Oh, good. How far away am I from El Vampiro?
You are 30 feet away.
Alright, I would like to bonus action use my Fey imprint, which is just, I think, Hex reskinned. So I place a curse on the creature that I can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to any target. I do an extra 1d6 every time I hit it. And I also can choose a ability check that I can impose disadvantage on. So every time he would make a, or she would make a ability check roll with that specific roll, they get disadvantage.
Okay, do I need to do a save or anything in particular?
No, it just happens, which is weird.
Cool.
You have to
Kinda
pick. You have to pick the type, though.
Yeah, I am. It's gonna be wisdom that they get disadvantage on.
Wisdom on disadvantage, okay.
And so with that, I'm gonna fire 2 sylvan strikes at them. Do I get disadvantage because they're prone?
If it's range attack, it's scrambled on his feet, so it's not currently prone.
Wonderful. That's at least some good news. I'll make 2 attack. Well, 1 attack with 2 bolts. Plus 8. So the 2 shots go towards it, and
There we go.
So 14 and 27.
Wait, what was the roll? Sorry, I was trying to get
27 and 14.
27 and 14
hit.
on what? On hits? Yeah, that hits.
Both hit.
Oh, 27 hits, the 14 does not, no.
Okay, so you will take, or she will take, 1d10 plus 1d6.
He's targeting Sophie.
Yeah, maybe. They take 6 damage, one of which being necrotic, if that makes any difference. And I'll hobble closer, I guess. Not too close,
Okay.
like, how far away am I?
30 feet.
You're 30 feet currently.
I'll maintain like a 20-foot distance. but circle around.
As the damage, as these bolts hit the vampire, Sophia turns to Oric and says, "No, stop!"
What? Like, looks confused.
He's fallen in love with that sword.
Okay, well, that ends Oric's turn, I guess.
The vampire will go, we'll finish off this combat bit here. It's going to try and attack Sophia with a claw.
Is this an undead person?
Undead, yes.
Awesome. If an undead targets you directly with an attack or spell, that creature must make a wisdom saving throw. Thank you, Ben. On failure, they must choose a new target or waste the attack or spell.
Oh, what's causing this? Bad
Among the dead.
Okay.
With
So
the-
wisdom saving throw
At disadvantage because Ben
at
has.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, I was like,
15.
I was thinking to myself, thank fuck, Ben.
So what's the DC?
15.
Ah,
Meets it.
Well, meets it and then beats it for DC, so it does not pass.
Okay.
Meets AC, beats DC, I think it is.
yeah. If it matches or is above it, it succeeds.
But yeah, that's for AC though, not for DC, right?
DC is the same.
Oh, is it the same?
Mhm.
So unfortunately, it does pass. So
On success, the creature is immune to this effect for 24 hours. So this is the only time I can
Bugger.
beat this.
Well, I can set target, right?
Sorry, Joe. I don't know what you're planning, but I guess I tried.
No. We still could do it. Still could happen. Let's go.
to hit with a claw.
It does.
God, sorry. It's just useless today.
It was very useful in the last fight.
9 points of
Yeah.
slashing.
What is it? What's it saying? Like,
And then because it has,
broken
this
claw.
one's a bit healthier than the other one, it does have multi
okay.
attack.
something.
It's going to try and attack you again. Don't worry, it's me rolling, so you're all good.
Is Max speaking?
Oh, am I?
A little bit.
I don't know.
I think you're lagging, Max.
Oh, am I lagging?
Just a little.
Oh,
There goes back.
How much damage am I taking, Max?
You only took the 9 points of damage. The second attack missed.
Okay.
Back in a second, just quickly.
I don't know what happened there. I didn't drop any. Oh, I dropped 64 frames. Yeah, I did lag ever so slightly. Vampire's done, so we're back to Sophia again.
Oh, is it my turn again? Are we doing the full
yeah,
combat?
we're
awesome.
finishing this combat off, yeah.
Oh, he's lagged again.
Oh,
It looks
have
like
I
it's
lagged out?
Discord.
Is it Discord? Uh-oh. I can hear you guys fine. Do you want me to disconnect real quick?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Now.
Yeah, I don't know what's causing. I'm not lagging out or anything on my end, so...
Not sure if it's Discord or if it's just regular.
Other bit.
okay, that was weird.
Yeah,
Alright.
did that weird bug out for you as well?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna aim to do another melee attack.
Yep, you no longer have advantage, I'm afraid.
Okay. Oh, not good. Come on. 14.
14 misses, I'm afraid. AC is 15.
Shit. Is there anything I can do to get this working? Don't think so. Okay. Alright, that's all I can do.
Yeah, Auric,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I've already done my thing.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
gone
doing
back
combat
around.
now. It's a full combat.
Oh, it's a full combat.
Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
got confused about as well.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're just doing this bit before we carry on the chasing.
Okay. Shit, I wasn't expecting that. I will cast Dissonant
I'm back.
Whispers at first level, which is a Wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
Big DC. It fails.
DC. Cool. So he takes 3d6 psychic damage, or she, and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away as its speed allows from me.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I'll roll the damage now. Also, wait. Do I roll an extra 1d6 because of the Fey imprint?
If it does damage, like.
Whenever you hit it with an attack, but this isn't an attack roll. This is it an attack roll? Sorry, I should know this.
Did you make a spell attack roll? Or did they make
No,
a
it was a
saving
save DC thing.
throw? And I don't think it counts as an
Alright,
attack.
that's fine. So I'll roll the damage now. She takes 11 damage. That spell slot.
Gonna immediately. Oh, unless you're doing anything else, it's gonna start running away from you guys.
Nope. That it moves as far away as possible from me.
Oh yeah,
If it's running away from me, I get an opportunity attack.
you certainly do. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's it
Right.
for me. I will
Okay.
keep 20 feet away from it at all times.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and melee it again.
Yeah. Try and hit it if you like.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Do we need to give Sophia the Mace of Orcus? Is that what needs to happen?
Oh,
Wait,
Maybe. I mean,
she should have
you could give a Chad. You could enable
She
Chad
should
again.
have bound with Chad, yeah. But she needs to. Does she need to attune to it to get the full effect?
Needs to attune to potentially reawaken him. Yeah. Don't even know if he reawakes if you reattune with it.
yeah. My experience with Chad has not been so fruitful.
I don't know if it makes
No,
a
he
difference.
kind of possessed you for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah.
Flint didn't like them.
I don't know if it makes a difference, but the damage was psychic as well, by the way.
Okay. It does slight difference. Yeah, it's got resistance to some stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So the vampire has decided to run away. Okay.
Yeah, it's trying to run away. So it's only going to use its movement. So you have an opportunity now to try and stop it from fleeing. So what would you guys like to do? It's back to you, Sophia, first.
I'd like to run up to it and try and melee attack it.
Okay, go for it.
You can only.
Come on! Fuck!
You have advantage because it's completely dropped its guard. It's fully concentrated on running away.
Come on!
Would he have had advantage on the opportunity attack in that case?
No, you don't get advantage.
Not in this case. It was literally just started to turn away,
Okay.
so it's more reactive, instinctive kind of hit.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, this is. Don't worry, I've been rolling real good. I can do it.
Yeah, but it's not what I want. It's fine.
Are you
Kill him.
doing anything else, Joe?
So anyway, this is why you keep your spellcasters
I'm
at
literally
range.
going to keep up with it. I'm going to keep up with it.
Okay.
Okay.
The spellcasters are fighting people in melee.
It's very odd, yeah.
Yeah, this is the point. This is the point. Wouldn't Auric find that very odd?
Auric, I'm gonna be honest with you. Auric's had a day. He isn't thinking. But what he is doing is sending 2 silver strikes against the fucker.
Go for it. First bolt.
I will roll these separate because it's been kind of confusing to look at.
Yep.
So first attack, natural 20. Second
my
attack,
God.
20.
Natural 12.
Both hit, so let's do the 20 animation. I feel like the animation I've got for Auric now doesn't really fit. I'll play it anyway.
Do I double the Fey imprint damage as well? So it's 2d6.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
just like
hell
dice,
yeah.
you double it. Yeah. That's why I like the double dice roll rather than double damage.
So
More dice.
2d6. He or she takes. Ooh, not great roll, but 19 damage on the first hit. And on the second hit, they take an extra. Wait,
That's an interesting die
I did
roll.
that
you have
wrong. I did that wrong. They take. That's my bad.
there.
Ignore that one.
Redo it from
Sorry.
scratch, yeah.
They take 12 damage on the second hit, so 31 damage in total.
The vampire explodes.
No!
Sophia's now covered in vampire.
Oh,
Would-
no!
The body's going to explode, Joel. Do you want to do a deck save to see if you can protect your cloak from getting gore all over it?
Sure.
Oh, you tried to do it. I'm really intrigued what you tried to do.
I have a bag of holding.
Ah.
Put it in the bag of holding.
My intention was to put it in the bag of holding.
Oh, sorry, Eric didn't know. He's very panicked right now.
I know. With the rolls I just had, like, God knows what
Yeah.
fuck was going on.
Well, the thing is, if you guys weren't gonna kill it there because it was such a low health. Oh yeah, you managed to get away from the gore. But if you guys didn't kill it there, it was gonna kill another townsfolk.
As that happens, Oracle then clutches left arm that's had the ruptured muscle, whatever it was, happen to it, and just fall to his knees and just And
I'm so sad.
I don't know what's happening going forward from here, but that'll end my turn.
And we'll pan
Then
the
to the
scene
combat, I
over
think.
to Rayla as you approach.
Could you repeat that in non-robot?
Oh,
thought
is it
that was
okay
me.
now? I'm not dropping frames. This is a weird thing. Hold on, let me switch to
I
this
think
real
it's
quick.
Discord.
I think it's Discord.
Okay, cool.
But you're okay now.
Is it okay now? So effectively, Rayla, you're gonna walk up to this mystery figure in front of this fully burning church at this point. Your assumptions are correct. She's ever so slightly floating above the ground, Hence why her clothing and everything is pristine, because as you guys know, traversing Vallaki is very hard to not get muddy, especially your shoes. And she's just standing there with crossed arms.
Has he gone for anyone else?
Yeah.
Oh, can you guys hear me again? I'm thinking, should we swap service altogether, or is it just Discord?
There, Max?
I'm here.
You might want to leave.
There we go. Can you guys hear me now?
There we go.
Yep.
No, fingers crossed
That's
it holds. So I'll reiterate what's going on. So the lady appears to be floating in front of the church that's now fully lit on fire. No noise is coming from inside the building. But the only thing you see is this lady is just standing there with one hand under her chin, and the other's like crossed in front of her, like kind of holding the other arm up, and she's got a menacingly wide grin on her face. What does Rayla do?
First, she unmutes.
Oh no.
Debbie, yeah.
You want a nat one on the unmute check.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was still muted.
Good thing she had advantage.
Where am I at?
You're right here. You're right next to the lady here now. She's standing in front of the church, just watching it be set on fire. Watching it ablaze.
Okay, cool. I need to get the bones in that building that's on fire. This sounds great. How on fire is it? Can I like run in the building?
You certainly can.
Like... Okay, yeah.
It'll be risky though, because it is fully lit on fire.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna run in. Can I search for who's the priest guy again that's at this church?
Evolution?
Yeah, for evolution. Can I like?
As you dash past this lady and run through the front doors, the smoke is like bellowing out of. You do see. You can do a perception check because it is very smoggy in here, like I said. It's so filled with smog you can't really make out what's going on. You can just make like various outlines at best, but fire is everywhere. The pews are on fire, the walls, the beams are straining under the weight of the ceiling as fire is catching on the structural support of the building.
Rip me, guys. Can I keep on yelling out for evolution and kind of search for him in the fire?
You certainly can. If you want to do a search, you can do an investigation, but do it with disadvantage.
Cool, because I'm already so good at investigation, because, you know, Rayla's not dumb or anything.
Oh, you can do perception. Actually, perception will probably be better. You're not investigating for clues, so you're looking for a person, so perception is more appropriate, I think.
Okay.
You look around best you can. Your eyes are like streaming from the smoke, and you're coughing and spluttering as the fire's like building up and up, and you don't see any bodies from where you can do a really quick search around the area.
Do I know where the bones were kept again? Because I forgot, but does Rayla know?
I think we were all told.
You were told it was kept under the altar. It was like a hidden stairwell leading into the tomb of St. Andral.
Cool, I will run to the stairwell, because that's what you want to do in a burning building, is barricade yourself under it.
Hey, smoke rises.
As you dash towards the altar straight ahead, one of the beams from the ceilings crash down at a fiery blaze. I need you to make a dex saving throw to avoid the impact.
I am not sending you my energy.
Yeah, good, thanks.
It's jinxing now.
I can't give you inspiration this time. You've already got it.
You're not getting it, it's mine.
17.
You dash out the way as embers kick up and flare up as another part of the church catch fire. You do make your way to the because the fire's been catching and various debris has been dropping from the ceiling. The opening to the stairway to the tomb is like half unrevealed because the wooden panels has cracked open from something like a stone or heavy piece of brick from the structures landed on it and like cracked through. So you do have an opening, but you would need to pry it open. It would be a athletics check to try and break it open, but if you possess a crowbar, the DC will be lowered by 4.
Oh my god, I have a crowbar! Yes!
Use tools, baby.
Right. So it's not even, I actually just have a crowbar. So yeah, I'm gonna, oh my god, I'm so happy.
That's part of
So I'm going, yes!
No.
Grab the crowbar from my, thinking this is the one thing that's going right today. And try and pry it open, just being like, shit, like, need to get down there.
No, great.
Vampire invasion, church is on fire. I've got a crowbar.
We'll go to the Winchester and wait for all of us to blow over.
It works for Half-Life, guys, so why would it not work here, you know?
You'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
But it is an athletics check, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Although he had problems with ladders, so...
The wood creaks and snaps out of the
cares?
way as you cleave through the opening. You have a gap small, well, big enough for you to descend the stairs.
Okay, I'll
Rayla
slip down
solo carry.
the gap and just like rush down the stairs as quickly as I can to the area that was described where the bones are normally kept.
Yeah, so in front of you is a very stereotypical like French style tomb. We have little chasms on the side, very similar to what you would see in Skyrim, if you need context. But because usually this would be a very dark area. I think you have dark vision anyway, right?
Yeah.
But because the church is, kind of on fire, light is illuminating down this passageway. Right in the middle of the room, you see a very ornate. It seems like it's silver in color, even though it's very clearly made of stone. It's like weirdly tinted with some magical effect of some capacity of a very ornate human in adorned armor that's clutching onto a sword, very Templar-esque, with 2 hands just across his body.
Nice.
With the
before I
lid
do
slightly opened.
I just want to say that in Rayla's mind right now, because girl is dumb, she feels like if she gets the bones there, all of this is just gonna go away. That is all she is thinking right now.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll all be fine.
Fire's gonna go away. Finn and
Yeah, all
Oric
the
will
fire
stop
will be
having
gone.
PTSD coming back to them.
It's just an undo button. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's Control
Exactly.
Z. So that's actually the
So-
rules of this stuff.
It's Groundhog Day. Rayla's gonna go back to the beginning.
Oh
of
no!
the
Choose one step.
She's
Oh,
going to rush then to put the bones on this, what is it, like statue thing?
It's got a heavy stone lid, so we would need one more athletics check to
Of
push the lid ever so slightly open to get the gap, to get the bones in.
Come on, you can do it. You got a crowbar. You can do it. Maybe if you
strain
roll that dice
as
a bit
much as
more
you can.
left.
And you just can't shift it, it's so heavy. As you
roll a
hear
4.
various crashing noises coming from upstairs and dust coming down from the ceiling above you. We'll pan over to the rest of the group. I believe that the closest person to this location is currently Yegov.
Yep.
Yegov or me? I have no idea where I am.
Oh,
Where
I
are
was
you?
going to say, since you've been running for this entire time, Sterling, I'm going to say
Yeah.
you guys both convene on this street corner here. So you can, on this Hect's turn, make your way to the front and confront this lady if you want.
Wait, where were you pinging? Sorry.
So you guys kind of
Front
meet here,
church.
and you can use your movement to get to the front of the church if you like.
Yes, indeed.
Can I continue tracking Rayla?
You could certainly do
I've got
a.
my hunter's mark.
You don't no longer. Are you trying to
lasts for
see
an
her
hour.
or track her?
Just like track her, figure out where she is.
Track her, survival then, please.
I have advantage. It's fine.
You
Do I have
certainly do.
advantage? Fuck.
Second one? Oh, it's an okay.
to getting
That's 7.
well,
So So you do see some footprints in the mud heading in this direction, and
As far as I'm concerned, she's got it. She's here
as
somewhere.
all you see you can see it going into the front of the church. That's about it. You can't see any further. Like the tracks just end.
Yep.
Because this is more of a cobblestone area, so it's very difficult to track. More than you not able to see it, if that makes sense.
And there is a rather imposing presence in front of us, isn't there?
So
Just cackling to herself.
Resident Evil game.
Well, Sterling.
Yes.
What do we do about this?
I suppose we should try help.
How? You gotta get past her. Should just try and get into church, I guess. Pray she doesn't come after us.
That's a good call. I will be at the ready if we need.
Nice jacket, by the way.
Why, thank you.
So yeah, I'm just gonna
don't quite remember how I got it, but I kind of like it.
well, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with that vampire earlier. We'd try and lock eyes with her and try and circle around towards the entrance.
He's firmly looking at the entrance, so he seems to completely disregard your presence.
Well, that's a good start.
If anything, it's a little concerning, but let's try and... Good gods, this place is an inferno.
Maybe we should try put it out somehow.
Let's try, but I have not got the capacity to do that. I have neither bucket nor water, or enough water. Let's try and get to Rayla.
Someone call an enemy.
That's a good contingency plan.
We need none of me. We need core back. We need Strom.
Yeah, if we had the other party, this is no problem. This is Hargrim's funny.
You never know. I may have a plan for Rise of Tiamat for the ultimate crossover.
Oh god.
Well, these characters aren't going to be anywhere. I'm going to die soon. Maybe
I'm
this
going to
time.
just charge in and try and get towards the altar.
Just thinking of
charge in?
I will go with, definitely.
Okay, so you guys can only make it to the front here before I move over to Ben, Sophia, and Flint to see what they want to do.
Okay. That's fine by me.
You're not interacting with the lady at all, no?
I'm just terrified of her. I would like to, but she's terrifying. I've got bigger concerns of finding out what she wants here anyway. Get the bones on the altar, deal with her afterwards. Fuck vampires, all my homies hate vampires.
Hand over to the rest of the group then. Who wants to go first? Does Flint want to go first, or do we want to do Oryx/Sophia and probably tending to their wounds because they got fucked up in that chase?
Well, I think Flint's still, crying a bit on his knees. Just trying to calm down the kids and make sure they're all safe. And probably, they Madame Blasco down and...
Well, blanket over to hide the body away from the kids.
I'll probably have to put 2 blankets over her because it's a children's room. And, they're the old small blanket.
Very small blankets. They're very poor as well, so maybe 3.
Yeah. Maybe 3 of those pull out. Have to reuse them. But trying to calm them down. And I suppose Flint will stay with them for the time being. But probably on the next time it comes to the rest of us, we'll have tried to regain a bit of his composure, and we'll then try and head out. But for now, we're staying with the kids.
What does Sophia and Auric want to do in this situation?
So, Sophia sort of turns to Auric and said, I wanted to question him. We needed a bargaining chip here. We don't know what's going on.
Well,
Flashback to Yegov telling them that their vampires have no memory of who they were beforehand or what's going on.
I don't think Sophia knows that, though, does she?
I think I discussed that with everyone. But when Flynn...
We're all idiots, so...
Now, another question is Sophia listens to you, though.
I suppose so.
They have the connection.
well, I know nothing's going on here. Do you have any... do you know any healing magic?
Unfortunately, not.
He just kind of points his eyes down to his whatever's happened with his arm. Really.
But I do have this. I found in the shop, and she pulls out this set of cards, and
You want to play cards?
holds it over to Auric and says, "Draw a card. This will help."
Oh my god! Yeah, actually, are you pulling from Lokin's deck?
No.
Oh, the deck of use. Okay, I got it. The goblin maker.
So can I please try and deceive Auric in his state at the moment to try and to show that this deck is actually going to do something to help him at this moment in time?
We can.
He pulls a card, it just says death on it. Well, that's helpful, isn't it?
Oh, for God's
Hey,
sake!
my passive insight's 15.
What the fuck is wrong with my rolls tonight?
Sophia's acting mighty
So
sus.
Shit.
Got like a little grin on her face when she's offering the deck.
You find joy in the strangest things. Look, I enjoy chaos as much as anyone else, but we need to go help. Cards, these things, not the time for it. But he draws one anyway. He's curious.
Okay, from the deck of cards, you pull a card that has you don't understand its context at all, but in player wise, it looks like a top trumps card.
Who is on this top trumps card?
Let's say it is RuPaul.
Okay. And what are the stats on this top trumps card?
Oh, RuPaul's top tier when it comes to drag queens. Everyone knows that.
So is it like a really good illustration of RuPaul?
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, now Auric can turn into RuPaul, so that's great.
No. What happens is I'm just generating the effects. A massive drag queen wig just emerges on your head.
Oh god.
And it's red in color.
Of all the things that have happened to me today, I think this is my least favorite.
The only cure I have for you is laughter, my friend.
Auric does a little laugh, actually.
And we've got
Right.
so much to do.
All right, shall we get to it then? Go find the others.
We turn around. Do we see the burning?
Yeah, you see a bigger fire than the rest of town for sure. Down the street, yeah. If you head over here. Also, I've got bad news. I'm still generating this thing, Ben. Do you know this wig?
Oh, great, yeah.
You need to roll a d6, sorry, please.
What does that mean?
You're unable to take the wig off for 3 days.
What about changeling it?
You know what? Fine, Auric transforms into...
You can style it in any shape and way or form, but it's a very large
Auric's now
wig,
Lady Auric,
very
as they
extravagant.
begin walking. He's going to use his changeling shapeshifter feature, and he's going to transform into a... I'll find a picture of a woman, but he transforms into a woman. Yeah, that the lady voice.
Yeah, someone's demanding a lady voice. You're going to have to do a little Breton kind of thing now with it.
We'll get to that when we get to that.
And
but until then, we head towards the drama.
I'm going to turn around, see the fire, and then turn to Auric and say, I'm guessing Rayla's that way.
You know what? Auric should transform into Sophia.
A much lesser dressed Sophia with a giant wig.
Right. If this is below a 10, I'll do it. There's 2 Sophias now.
Fortune favors me.
Can I clean my cloak, please?
If you're not running at full speed, you can.
Yeah,
obviously that means it takes longer for you to arrive at the church.
That's fine.
You know, Auric transforms into her. She sees the state of cloak.
Auric can very gladly run ahead. That's absolutely fine.
Sure, Oracle make more pace than Sophia. Sophia will make more space than Sophia.
Okay.
This is just the worst.
Orphea and Sophia, let's go.
We'll
God
hand
damn it.
the scene back to Rayla as you still struggling to move the lid of this tomb, this coffin. Smoke is filling the tomb quite rapidly, and it's making it very difficult to breathe. So the longer you spend time in this tomb, the more damage you're going to take. But you do get another try at athletics, and you could also
Can I
use your
Phoenix
crowbar
right
to help.
objection that? Because
What,
smoke
sorry?
rises.
It's because this entire building is engulfing, so it's just everywhere at the moment.
There's some soup down into
Because the ceiling is essentially wooden panels.
Ah.
So those are on fire as well, dripping down.
So, just to be confirmed, Sterling and I are actually about to enter a legitimate inferno.
Yes, you are, yeah.
Let's
It's going to
do
be much
this.
more hazardous too. But
But
we're going to do Rayla first, and yeah.
But first, let's have Rayla save the world.
Save the
Rayla here,
cheerleaders.
that's a question.
In this case, the cheerleader's an assassin.
Debbie!
Sorry.
Debbie?
Yes. Sorry, I keep muting myself in between while I'm listening to things and then forgetting to unmute.
I can't hear you.
Huh?
I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
Sure.
Oh, never mind. It's fine. You can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, just me
So,
then.
do you want to try this tomb again? Do you want to try something different to help make it easier for you? Or?
Okay, so I also have a hammer that I just noticed. Well, I noticed before, but yeah, should have thought about that. Can I try and wedge the crowbar like in the tomb and then use the hammer to make it like easier to kind of like whack the crowbar with the hammer to try and like slide it off?
I'll adjust the DC and, to compensate for that, but you certainly can.
Is it still? It's athletics, right?
Still athletics, yeah.
Oh, for fuck! Hey.
The crowbar snaps.
Oh no.
Must have been a cheap one, and you cursed your luck. Knew you shouldn't skimped out when you bought it on an old job.
Yeah, Rayla's just kind of cracking now after everything that she's been through.
Panic
and she's
is
finally
setting in.
here. Yeah, panic is setting in. She's got her head on the tomb and she's just like, she's starting to cry. She doesn't know what to do at this point.
I need you to roll a d4 for me, please. You take 1 point of damage from the smoke burning your lungs, essentially. This is becoming harder and harder to breathe in here.
Can
Sterling,
I
go for it.
call out to like...
You don't know if anyone's outside, we
Morning,
can scream for
Lord.
help.
Oh, okay,
Remember your patron's now Elpin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true. Oh, true, I have a fucking patron. What's her name again?
She's Elpin, she's the Lady of the Veil. Also
And who are
the deity of both hope and despair.
Okay, and the other deities of like Barovia were like Night Lord?
Morning Lord and
Morning
the
Lord. Night.
night something. I can't remember. It's been a while since I mentioned it. It's in my notes way back.
Okay, I'll just be like, Morning Lord, Night Lady, Elpin, fucking someone help me here!
Do a religion check for me.
Oh yeah, because Rayla's also really great. This is great.
No, might nat 20. You never know.
I've rolled pretty well on wisdom. Well, actually, I've passed 2 wisdom checks today. I'm better at that.
Nope.
What is wrong with our rolls?
She is just rolling crap ever since she got down here. Something really wants her to burn to death in this tomb.
You don't get any divine intervention, but we can see if Sterling and Yegov hear your cries for help.
Martial intervention. So you want us to do what? Perception?
Because to be fair, I don't know they're anywhere near.
Max?
Perception roll to see if you hear Rayla cry out.
Let me give you an advantage.
Safe to say, Sterling doesn't hear it over the roaring pyre of the fire, but Yegov definitely does. Over to you guys.
Sterling. Follow me then. And I just gotta charge in,
Okay.
heedless of the inferno around me. I just charge in, shield raised, to deflect some of the heat.
It's very thick smog in here. I would like another perception check in general if you're charging in.
I have a natural 20.
Oh,
Does that
nat
count?
20. Yep, so you can pinpoint exactly where Rill is. The footsteps are clear as day of where she went. But also you see a fairly sad figure in the corner of the near the basically where the bedrooms are when you enter, because the rooms are to the left and right as you come in, and you do see the familiar body of Father Lucian burning in the flames.
Poor soul.
Oh, why didn't I know
His work is done.
But if you want to navigate this burning church, it's a choice of, because the way the debris has fallen so far, you can either do athletics or acrobatics to navigate your way to the altar.
Well, I think we know which way I'm going.
I was going to
Give you
say.
an athletics. Oh, Christ. Natural 20 doing me no favours there.
Made another addition to the stat page, that's fine.
That's true.
I think I get there.
Well, luckily with your good perception, I'm going to allow you to figure out a good route to navigate through, because you can see through a smog just about. Sterling just manages just
just
pure
Terminator
finesse,
marches
leap through it. Yes, marches through it unfazed. This high-vis vest.
I get a bit like slightly charred, but
He was cauterized earlier. This, nothing.
This is nothing. You guys are on top of the stairs to the tomb. Do you descend?
I descend because I know where she is. I can hear her crying.
Yeah, you can see a very distressed Rayla fighting and coughing and spluttering in the smog. It appears to be fragments of a crowbar strewn across the floor.
I give her my water skin, and then I want to have at this tomb if I can.
Yeah, go. I've never been so happy to see you.
I'm
I
here
don't
too.
get that very often, do you?
You can clearly see Sterling, by the way. He's very visible for some reason.
Wet your throat with this, and I hand her my watery wine skin.
Yeah.
Winey water skin.
I can't wait for like Sterling to be hiding from Flint for some reason while wearing the high vis. But because it's Flint, somehow I'll fail the perception check on him. Oh, it's just going to.
So yeah, I'm gonna give Rayla my wine skin so she can try and stave off some of the smoke. And can I try and open it?
You certainly can. Athletics for me, please, sir. Adjust as DC depending if you want to use a tool, but it doesn't look like you need it. Just brute force it. The tomb opens and a bellow of dust emanates from it. There's nothing inside the tomb, however, from the looks of it. What do you want to do?
Fine, that's where to put the bones in there. Rayla, the bones, if you please.
I'll hand over the bones to
Put
Diego.
them in there.
Turns out, didn't need to run across those rooftops. Pointless. Completely pointless.
You did a good job
Well,
anyway.
let's just say you avoided specific obstacles because of them. So it was
got
actually
hit with
kind of
the rest
smart
of
that you did go through the rooftops because you avoided the big crowds that had lined up in various different spots that you had to navigate through.
Right. I suppose with the bones in there, I don't know what to do now, to be honest.
Well, there we go. Job done. Let's go home.
Job done. Yep. Job done.
And we'll say the rest of the group now is in a similar spot that you guys navigated through the town. You did bump into Flint on the way.
After Flint would have been after leaving the orphanage. Was Milovich with them at all?
Milovich is there, yeah. He's got his it's like his spade is still there, but I think it got damaged from when you guys were doing the house. So it's like crudely like tied together by some string just to be a makeshift weapon, I guess.
How old is Milovich?
He is like early 20s, I want to say.
Alright, yeah, I'll give him one of my daggers. Or the dagger I'm holding. Tell him to keep them safe.
And he'll nod.
And tell them to go in one of the rooms and try and block off the windows and whatnot. A different one to where Blasco died in.
Okay. No, they'll head to the kitchen where there's very little windows there. They can secure themselves in there.
Flynn will look relatively... put it on the best smile that he can. And turn around and... a great mixture of fear and anger as he runs as fast as he can towards...
You run through the streets filled with chaos. There's grieving families everywhere as bodies are strewn about, devastated by the bats. Blood flows through the streets of Alaki, and the fires are like illuminating the sky in a hazy orange hue.
Flint is just thinking, this is fine.
But you do see the familiar sight of Auric and Sophia that appear to be fairly beaten up and roughed up, run from one of these side streets and meet you in the main road.
I'm just going to keep running.
Then how was the offer? Okay,
But-
fine. I'll run.
But my cloak is looking fabulous, which is very
Oh,
important.
it's immaculate again, yeah.
You know, Flint's had a hard time as well, and so has Auric, but when we look at that cloak, we think, oh, this is
Oh, this is
going to be okay.
It's all going to be fine, guys.
Oh yeah, you would have seen Auric with this stupid wig on.
Yeah, I know. Flynn, yeah. Flynn looks, as I said, afraid, but also more angry at the same time than you would have seen him at any other point.
Are you running past us at like a faster pace?
Yeah.
Or
That's
Oracle match pace and try and keep up as much as he can in his beat up form.
Flynn doesn't obviously. It's more a quick look about. I'm pretty sure that's Auric. Looks weird. Keeps on running.
Sophia will be trailing behind them.
As you guys navigate through the chaos of the streets, and like it's described, it's just grieving families there, there's panic, crying, lost children just looking for their parents in the streets. Bodies are strewn and fires just coming out of various different houses, and there's you can see the guards trying whatever they can to try and keep the peace, and just trying to swat whatever they can with their makeshift weapons against these bats, trying to get some sort of order in place. But it's just sheer chaos as you run down the street. And you guys do run all the way whilst Sterling and Jaeger are doing their thing. You guys do make it all the way down to here, where you do see this slightly floating lady figure is just cackling and laughing at this imagery of the church. It's just fully set on fire right now. It's just fully engulfed into the pyre.
The visage, we were told how the woman was going to look. Flint, while walking up to the woman, one of the other two behind him, oh well, as angry as he can get, pretty much right up to the woman.
Yep.
I imagine might have to look up a bit, and if like next to her, and if she doesn't like, if she's still staying looking at the church, Finn is going to try and walk in front of her. And as angry as he can muster, I suppose, but I wasn't sure. What was it? Yeah. Finn rubbing his hands through his hair at the same time, angry but panicked. It was you.
What does a peasant do standing before me? Can you not see I'm trying to enjoy the beautiful surroundings?
It was Hanu the whole time.
I'm gonna ready my silver strikes if she strikes at Flint.
I'm now. So, you can't. Do you enjoy this? Do you?
Well, of course, what is not to enjoy?
As I get here, I like to take out the pole of collapsing. I'm ready that.
People are dying.
There's only one more beautiful thing on this site. That is the sight of freshly spilled blood. Don't you agree?
Can I use 5 sorcery points
Yep,
and create a 3rd level spell slot.
you certainly can.
And while I'm standing right next to this woman, Flint is very angry, very upset at this moment. And upon hearing that, he'll close his eyes, concentrate as hard as he can. Think, this is funny.
It is hilarious.
Flint will extend his hand and towards the woman, making sure she's in the epicenter of it. Well, I can only get to do this once. Cast lightning bolt.
Oh, shit. As that happens, I'm sending my Sylvan Strikes out.
Right at her. Yeah.
I didn't ask how many people were in the way. I said I cast lightning bolt.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Well-
are we in like line of that?
Well, I'm in front of her and she's looking at the church, so it's anything. This building behind her and 100 feet.
So
It's gonna be
basically,
hit
you're
by a
shooting
lightning
it this way, and you
Oh, I
guys are
imagine
looking
we
this
would've
way.
been here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oof.
Yeah.
Gonna kill me.
So yeah, so on that case, you'd have to make a dexterity. Saving throw.
Or she'll snap her fingers
Oh.
and cast counterspell.
Oh shit.
God damn.
Well.
And what it is
she
her
can't spell his
reaction,
thing or
so
my
the lightning bolts, the
Okay.
bolts are coming from her blind spot, so those are flying towards her. You can try and hit her.
Oh, do I get advantage on that in that case, or?
It's not a sneak attack per se.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So it's just a
will
regular
roll.
attack.
Even in doing that, even though with the spell failing, it still took a toll on Flint's body. So instead of a normal tear coming out of his
Oh.
right eye,
Those
the
are both
tears are
+8,
red.
by the way.
So
Oh, red. Cool.
yeah.
They're both +8, by the way. I forgot
Yeah,
to
no.
add it.
Both hit.
All right.
That's blood, then, I'm pretty sure.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So that's. D10.
Hey, look, Nathan, like, I'm sad she countered to your lightning bolt and all, but it's better than her counterspelling a healing spell.
Well, I was going to cast something else, but that's a D20 again, Ben.
No. Yep. I'm an idiot. Oh, why do I keep doing that? 2d10. That's a really good roll as well.
Oh, which probably would have counterspelled, but it's too late now.
I mean, why don't you keep the 2 values from the D6s?
I'll take whatever it comes up. It's fine. I messed up. It's my fault.
No,
Deal 14 points of damage, and you can see the smile turn to a scowl.
Can I also cast something then?
Yeah, you can. Yep.
Awesome. I'd like to cast my Eldritch Blast, please.
As a bonus action.
Oh
I'm
my
also-
god!
Is that double nat ones?
Was that rolled with advantage? Because something
No,
feels
no,
wrong.
it's both.
Two-
It's
two
both.
bolts.
Oh my
bolts.
god. Well, that's hilarious.
If my
but
day
also,
could not get any worse than this.
Real quick, I bonus action Bardic Inspired Flint.
I'm in danger.
Okay.
So you can add a d6 to a.
Joe, that was some me level
Ability check.
shit right there.
God.
That is mental.
My rolls since I got that nat 20, the first roll of the day, everything's gone downhill.
Damn.
It's just gone
Fuck.
downhill. for that.
Oh.
Hold on, I just
shit.
kicked my monitor cable, so I can't see anything at the moment. There we go.
Quick, hit her while she's blind.
See, I know it's sad, Joel, but I used everything in that particular spell as well. Don't worry.
Yeah, it gets worse.
I know.
Don't
I run a
you-
melee range of her as well, so
He starts floating up in the air to about 5 feet, 10 feet, and
melee
black
range.
energy engulfs her hands.
Can I get an
As
attack
she,
of opportunity?
you can.
It's literally me because I can't do. I don't have a dagger in my hand at the moment. I'm gonna try and punch.
Yeah, go for it.
Try and grapple her or something, I don't know.
I just, you know,
Guys,
it's like,
we're being the big distraction.
you know, it's an anime character. They power up their final move and it doesn't do anything. They're not thinking right. Yeah, I
Guys,
guess I
can we-
punch.
I
Oh
think
my
roll 20
god,
is
that's
broken,
another nat
Kel.
one.
Oh my god, no.
This is it. This is how we go. This is how we all die.
This is fine. I'm okay with the event.
It's fine. Yeah, that works perfectly.
Now, without that one, the black energy that's emanating from hands, you're seeing this black smoke come from your head towards her, and it manifests in front of her. She molds it into a form that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And she casts a 8th level spell.
I should have taken counterspell, shouldn't I?
As it takes the form of a giant, shadowy dragon.
Hag.
She casts Illusory Dragon as 8th level spell. And that's where we'll end today's session.
Is it shaded in any particular colour?
It's a black with a tint of blue/silver.
Okay.
As if it's drawn upon from your nightmares. Yeah, we'll end the session on that cliffhanger for this week.
Wow. Wow. That was a great session. I enjoyed that very much.
It was a fun session, but
Yeah,
fuck
that was
me,
actually
those
really fun.
rolls were
I know your
horrific.
pain. Johnny Flash's roll for like that on Monday. I think me and Aid landed nothing all session. We're like, oh my god, what are we doing?
Honestly, this is what I get
I've
for taking
had
5.
I've had many of those sessions.
Sam
This
does
is what I
get a lot of sessions, yeah.
I should have taken Fireball. She wouldn't have counterspelled that. But
Died to a horse.
Oh, the good news
Wow.
is she doesn't have legendary actions.
Well, that's nice.
bad news is
That's
I have no
nice, isn't
second
it?
level or third level spells. So
Wait, 8th level spell. She sees at least level 15, I think.
I can give you her CR rating. Her CR rating is 12.
all right. Now, what were the vampires we thought you said they were?
5.
5.
And if they have
Yeah, 5.
80 HP, we
You never know.
double.
I might have something planned. You just have to tune in next time on versus Strahd Z. Didn't have anything witty lined up. That's a shame.
Yeah, what it was, Flame was charging up a Camera Half for like 6 episodes.
Oh yeah.
And then, no.
God.
Can I ask, if you're willing
Yep.
to tell me, D4 I rolled when heading into the orphanage?
Yep.
What did that determine?
So I had 4 potential deaths there. So a 1 on the D4 was going to be Felix.
Oh.
2, Gladio Blastkarzino. A 3, Milovic. And a 4 was 7 orphans.
Jesus.
I knew 1 or 4 would be one of the worst ones, but at least it wasn't Felix. It's fine.
You don't dodge that bullet. I think that would have crushed Flint.
Yeah.
I genuinely think he got the best one there.
Kinda.
Well, I think the best
You would
one.
say that because you
Milovic.
kind of don't want Milovic to die since you did kind of make him lose a leg.
Well, I would say that Milovic is probably the best one because now there's no one to look after the orphans. Well, Milovic has to take up that role. I
Oh,
suppose.
that's true. Milovic would have been the best one then, but
And he's got 1 leg left. What's he going to do now? On the upside, I'm
Hop.
no longer in melee range of this woman, so that's nice.
he's gonna hop.
I hope you
I
guys
had
had
to
a
try
very
it.
fun session. It was definitely something different. I did want to do my own take on the chase mechanic. The one in Dungeon Master's handbook is just awful. So I want to do my
I
own
enjoyed
twist
that.
in it. So
Yeah,
hopefully it was a good
next session.
cinematic experience at the very least.
Hopefully next session does start better because this one ended with 3 natural ones.
By the way, Joel, if it makes you feel better about your rolls, that nat 20 prevented Flint to having rolled 2 d4s in that orphanage.
I like the start of this. The start of this session went really, really well. It just went downhill and just went downhill and downhill.
Do you know what the problem is? The problem started happening as soon as he left the rooftops.
Yeah, that's what it was. I knew I should have stayed on the rooftops.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
don't
you
think
did.
I've ever rolled that bad.
Nope.
I have no idea what we do with the bones now. They're in the tomb. We need to reseal it, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Kez says that she had a fun time watching this from start to end. Thanks for
Right, my
watching, by the
phone's
way,
ringing for
everybody.
the time, so I'll be right
Thank you
back.
very much, yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
You need to cut that. You need to cut that.
I need to get Torvik ones. Yeah, basically my idea is for like sound alerts. I need to get like specific Sterling ones or something, or Torvik ones for Storm King's Thunder.
God.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I do it in the character's voice for the session that we do. So Sterling, I do Sterling's for the end of Curse of Strahd, and
we
Torvik,
appreciate it every time.
No, we were wrong. We weren't going to die this session. It's next session.
Auric would have died. That's the amazing thing. I would be dead right now if it weren't for that 10 points.
That horse
From a
fucked you up.
horse! like, think about it, right? Auric has, at least thematically, been part of like a druid thing. Imagine dying to a horse as a druid.
Imagine how much of a karma it would be if this was the same horse you spooked and killed a child with.
Oh shit! Yeah. It's getting its revenge.
Or like when there's the resurrection thing as well. Someone says, "Oh, this potential champion has fallen." We died to a horse. Oh, this
That's level 5. I died to a horse.
Oh my god!
No, leave it dead. Fine enough.
The only thing I would say for next session is have level 6 prepared.
And have new characters, just in case.
Yeah, I'll get a
Have
level
a backup
6
character just in case. Depends what you guys do. Yeah, have a backup character just in case.
Fighting an 8th level.
That's worst case scenario if you guys
I want to
decide
be
to.
completely real with you here. I'm at 10 hit points. I've got 2 death saves. I'm also down max hit points, and this is someone who can cast 8 level spells. Auric's gonna die unless you do something quite nice.
Or the dice are nicer.
Oh,
Yeah, I could have been much meaner. I could have trapped Flint in a mental prison. That sounds like fun.
Oh, this lady's mean. She's mean.
She cancelled my lightning bolt, Ben.
She did. Oh, the blue balls on that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Just to give you context, she is a 15th level spellcaster.
Oh, man. That's fucking awesome. I love this. This is great. Yeah, Flint's just standing like, me, and she's like, stop it.
It's just a simple.
Yeah, just
stop. It was Flint. When it's more like Witch Bolt, Flint can do that straight away, but this was something he had to try and concentrate on to do.
Oh, you used all your sorcery points, I'm guessing, as well.
Yeah.
Christ.
I can't. I have 3 first level spell slots left, and that's it.
Max, where's the ad break reward gone?
I might have disabled it back. I had an issue earlier with the flashbacks not turned on.
It'd be really useful if it came back because I'm saving my points for when I desperately need to go and do something.
It should be there as far as I know. It's enabled on my end.
The flashback thing was used twice on Ben's
I think
one.
ad time is still there. Yeah. Have a look. Oh no, I disabled it because in Icewind Dale, both Doug and James redeemed it in the really critical bits. So I'm probably going to decide to get rid of ad time.
That's sad.
Because it's too disruptive for the flow, I think.
What I'm going to get rid of is the sessions gone without nat 20s and 1s. Because it's just...
It's not. Every session is going to be like
it wrong. Yeah.
At least narratively, it makes sense that Auric, from my point of view, it makes sense after getting his ass just stomped by those vampires.
By a horse.
And a horse. That he just sucks at everything all of a sudden. Oh, man. That was great. I really enjoyed that. The chaos was wonderful.
It's going to be more chaotic. You're going to pop the potion.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to.
I want to see your picture of Auric with a wig on now.
I'll work on something.
You got 2 weeks. 2-week project now.
Oh, yeah, he looks like this. He's going to die looking like this. Oh!
He's going to die looking fabulous, you mean?
When the changing dies, I'm pretty sure they revert back to their change.
They do, but the thing's stuck on my head, Sam.
This is the deck. This is a deck of useless things. So this is permanent even after death.
Right, Ben. If Auric dies, you're bringing him back.
Oh man, Loken must be happy with me.
Oh yeah.
Loken must be happy with me that I have
both
decks.
Like,
that I have both decks. He must be so happy with me.
You never know. Because of the chaos and the using of the deck, you might have a conversation with Loken again soon. You might hit a renown point.
I love the idea that
We are level 5, right? Not level 6.
Level 5 currently,
level
but
5,
you
yes.
will be level 6 definitely next session.
I do like the idea, though, that Sophia has this like immensely powerful deck given to her by a god, except the one that's somehow turns out to be more useful and funnier is one we
It's
found.
the useless.
Poor Auric, honestly.
I wouldn't say poor Auric. I'd say fabulous Auric.
Well, Auric is pretty poor, though. So.
No, he's got money. He's alright.
Oh, when he
Poor
dies, I
Auric.
can take his money off.
This woman can afford a shadow dragon man. That's blue and
Well, if you loot
silver.
him, you might find some interesting things.
If you look thin right now, all you find is depression.
Right. Are we wrapping up the stream there then?
And we are definitely wrapping up. So I'm going to play some ads. So if anyone does want to stick around and give I think ads give me about 4 cents a stream.
I will.
If anyone wants to do that, because the Twitch money has confirmed gone to Candlekeep Mysteries, which will be coming out end of the month, which is hype as hell, because the reviews have been spectacular.
Log on to the stream, I will.
Oh.
6.
What?
Might be
What I need to
using
do
one
for
of the
this-
adventures in Curse of Strahd. I'll try and integrate one in, because I do have an area that I think is very bland. And I probably will find one that will fit, that we can tweak and have fun with.
Is there any intention of us regaining our cadence with this? Because we were on a 1-week cadence, and now we're on a 2-week cadence, and now everyone's playing a different game as well. But it does feel very, very slow with 2-week cadence. We're literally doing 2 sessions a month.
I know. The problem I have is the only way I can get it to work is if I give up Stalking Thunder. Yeah, which is a bit of a shame.
I mean, if we were all like, there's also a lot of people in here that do Storm King's Thunder. So basically, if we did that, then Storm King's Thunder would most likely not exist.
No, I understand that. No, that's why I asked the question more than anything. But yeah, it does feel very slow compared to what it was.
I think we could
It's
probably
a
have
bit
some
bigger
discussions
build,
later
yeah.
on, figure something out. But yeah,
I think I can only max out 2 sessions a week. So yeah, I don't know what I can do on my end. Ideally, I would run this every week, but I'm not gonna lie, having 2 weeks to prep for each session helps me out a lot. To be fair,
Helpful. So if that's the case, then let's keep it at 2 weeks. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, the alternative is maybe maybe we could have two sessions, have 2 weeks in a row, then 2 weeks of Storm King's Thunder, and then that way at least it feels like we're progressing a bit more.
It's not worth it.
Then
Then it's even longer. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
yeah. So there's
if there was,
gaps,
however, if there was like a big thing that in one of the campaigns was doing, then I'd understand them doing a 2-week session, a two session on the trot. But yeah, it was just a question more than anything. If it's fine, it's fine. We leave it as is for now. It's all good.
I know it's not ideal, but it's just the way shifts fall and workload and all that stuff at the moment.
Well, if it makes me feel better about, this session's been very bad for a lot of roles. Last session, we got extremely lucky with the rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everyone got a nat 20 bar me.
You do realise your last session made this a lot easier.
well, that's good at least.
If I had known that this woman was there, I knew she was going to be probably someone, a combatant of a higher level and whatnot. If I had known she was going to be a 15th level spellcaster, well.
So he's throwing down with you. He'll die for this. Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to definitely mute myself for a bit and close off the stream and just do the video stuff. And I'll catch you guys probably, this is 5 to 11. I can probably catch you guys tomorrow, I reckon. I might be on muted later on the laptop, but yeah, hope you guys had a good session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, Matt.
Sam bridged 100 healing done, so it's brilliant.
Right, guys. Yeah, I'm just going to close the stream. I'm going to run some ads. If you do want to stick around, that'd be amazing. Gives every penny counts because all of it's going to go back onto the books and all that stuff. So yeah, it's going to transition over. The VOD will be uploaded on YouTube. You can catch us there. We've got a good chunk of Curse of Strahd. Unfortunately, we didn't do any of these streams or recordings for Curse of Strahd at the start. This is kind of quarter of the way in, we started doing this. We also have Icewind Dale and Stalking Thunder there in its entirety, which is pretty cool. We'll be back next Monday with more Icewind Dale, and next Wednesday with Stalking Thunder. So if you guys want a little bit more D&D action, please tune in. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Hope you had a fun session, and I guess for COVID and stuff, stay safe. Bye-bye, I suppose. Just need to figure out how to do the stream menu thing. There we go. There.